I remember the second World Cup, Garincha carried him. A guy with like a 5 centimeter taller leg than the other one. Like handicap.
That they go to work in the morning as electricians. They play football.
Man, it's a layup. See, man, it's a layup. It's a layup for the midfielders.
Laporte right now don't know if he's French or Spanish.
Yes, you're coming to yes, yes, yes. Are you there, bro?
Oh man.
You guys, it's the kid coming at you big time here for another Saturday Hangout. Guys, this show is going to be about apology and revelation. That's going to be the theme, is about apology, revelation, and also about cats. We're going to have a real conversation about cats. I think we have to have a real conversation about top cats, Felix the cat, and all kinds of felines that exist. So we're going to talk about Chelsea, but it's not really about Chelsea because we're already talking about Chelsea Global Cup. This is going to be the apology tour. So we're going to look for a triple space apology to Lukaku and to Chelsea Football Club. And I'm hoping that every one of you losers in the Hangouts who tried to pray for Chelsea's downfall, I get that apology out of you losers. We're going to talk about Man United because we have to have a real discussion about my GOAT, one of my idols, Cristiano Ronaldo. And we have to ask the question, should he really retire? I don't think he should retire, but we want to at least begin the dialogue of what should we do after that disaster class that he just laid upon us. We'll also talk about Zouma and the cats. It's real. It gets real. We have to talk about Zouma and the cats and people's thoughts of the fallout of the whole Zouma equation. And lastly, I want to talk about Mbappe and Messi. We know that the CL summit is going to happen on Sunday, but I just want to talk about the duo, the dynamic between both of them. People say Mbappe has been messing up. Messi, how good has he been? Is there really trouble in paradise between those two? Remember, guys, have your food, have a drink, relax. We're trying to give you a great, amazing show. And if there's anything you want to add onto the show, feel free to use the Super Chats function. We call them dubs here. Use the Super Chats function, and we'll do our best to answer those queries as soon as possible, man. So, how is everybody doing, man? How's everyone rolling, man?
We're doing
good,
good,
man.
we're doing good, man.
I'm doing very good, AJ. I'm very happy Chelsea won because I want to see you happy, man.
Ricardo, I don't want your thanks. Ricardo, I don't want your thanks.
Why not?
No. I'll tell you why I don't want your thanks. I'll tell you why after I don't want your thanks. So, guys, so Ricardo jumped the
question briefly.
What happened?
The only people in the hangout, because this place is usually full when you're in misery.
What do you mean?
Bro, like barely people are here because, you know.
Why? Because what?
Because you're
Because
happy.
Chelsea win.
What?
He mean if Chelsea they lost today, the place would have been full.
Gosh, look, bro, RDS, Waski, and all those dudes, they would have been here quickly. Bro,
Yeah.
people feed off negativity. I know, I get it.
Yeah.
Which is why I just think that I just find it sad that you would come. When things are badly, RDS, Waski, they have all the receipts, all the things. But when United dropped a disaster class,
Yeah.
which we're going to talk about, and Chelsea won the Club World Cup, these guys disappear. I mean, Crickets, man. But don't worry, man.
I am lost. I'm still here.
So
Drew, I'm still here.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
So Suda, thank you. Actually, Portugal.
Well,
Let's talk about
Real
Portugal.
Madrid is in trouble when you think about it. They want to play Gareth Bale, all right? Yeah,
Bill was striker.
No,
I told you lost his
We're
mind.
going to break these things down. We're going to break these things down. Chill. We're going to break things down. So, guys, let's get things started right now, man. So, oops, sorry. What am I doing? Now, you see, I'm a very simple man. I'm a very, very simple man. There we go. Beautiful, man. There we go. I'm a very simple man.
Shit,
you know, I don't like to complicate things too much, man. So, as you well know, Chelsea said what's up and won the Club World Cup. But I found something very, very strange. I said, yo, half up. What was it that was so strange? There were a group of people, a particular group of people that wanted and prayed for the downfall of Chelsea. They wanted Chelsea to fail. We already talked about the Club World Cup. We broke it down because that was a Chelsea-specific hangout, specifically for Chelsea dudes. And one of my key amigos has just joined, and I want to hear from this guy specifically because this is an apology. I don't want to hear about the game. I don't want to hear about any assessments. All I want to hear from you guys is a straight-up apology. We Chelsea fans, we broke down the game. These are for you non-UCL, non-Club World Cup losers, for you to apologize to Lukaku for scoring in a semi and a final, and finally respect Chelsea as one of the biggest clubs in the world, having won every single trophy. And I think it will only be apt. It will only be apt if I come to Red Devil Studio.
Hey!
RDS.
I knew it.
Still not
The main man.
Red Devil Studio.
My brother.
Wow, I'm loved in this panel.
Yeah,
like,
you are, man.
you guys were.
We missed you yesterday.
Let me admit, RDS. I am shocked that you've shown your face because RDS, we like
respect.
You see, RDS, this is the these are the starters. The main course is CR 37. Okay. That's the main course. Okay. So like that's gonna like make up like the next like 4 or 5 hours of this hangout, which is a CR 37 breakdown.
Okay.
But I'm glad to hear because obviously you came in time because RDS, we're gonna talk about this. You see, RDS, I don't want to hear anything about this game from you.
Okay.
What I want to hear is an apology. Because you were at the forefront of the Lukaku abuse. The things you said about him were disgusting, vile, filthy, and
I'm pretty sure those are the things that you said about him, HH.
Quite frankly, unacceptable. So, RDS, I want to give you the floor to begin your apology to Lukaku, who scored in a World Cup semi and scored in a World Cup final. Can you please apologize and say Lukaku Lukaku has proven you wrong, and so forth? And how does it feel to be proven so wrong for a guy who you thought would fail? The open is not happening. This is just a small piece, guys. Chelsea are not done yet. They're not done yet. Not done. This is small. It's small. By the time we roll next season, you'll be saying, "I told you, we're working on Jad. We're working on Jad." So, and also, Loftus Cheeks is going to be coming back very soon. Like, guys, do you know what Chelsea is going to look like next season? What? And you're kind of disrespect what Chelsea are trying to do. So, just relax. With scraps, Chelsea with scraps still won a European competition. Scraps. So Chelsea can win trophies with scraps, and Chelsea are now going to try and get players, and you don't think we're going to see. I'm waiting for the punchline. FA Cup, Premier League, CL, what the heck?
I'm not going to lie, that was trash.
You've got Chelsea twisted. But the key thing here is that
the key thing was there that you basically were saying that like a treble was expected this season. So,
okay, that was trash, right there. I'm not gonna lie, that was trash.
Let him land.
Let me just land. All I'm just saying is that I just find it, congratulations to Chelsea winning a Club World Cup. I appreciate that. It's just that the level that I don't get it. The level of expectation that went from a club that was expected to win a treble this season to celebrating a Club World Cup, something that pretty much every other team that has basically won the Champions League has won already. But Chelsea FC,
have done it twice.
Bayern have done it twice. United have done it twice. Liverpool won it. Everyone wins it.
We've won this thing 4 times.
Yeah, so I appreciate the fact that this moment is crucial to Chelsea fans because they've not experienced this. But I just think it's a bit weird that you've gone from the treble expectation to the Club World Cup expectation.
Red Devil, you're the good, bro. You're the
No, he's not.
That's all I can say.
He's the load. He's the load.
So
Red Devil Studio.
Yes. Yeah, HH, go
on. RDS, who scored the winning goal in the semi for Chelsea?
Werner did. So, like, respect Werner, man. That was a good header. It was a good header, man.
I'm going to get rid of that.
I'm getting an apology out of you. Final, man. Respect.
It's either going to be slow. I'm getting an apology. So, but
I just find it weird that
RDS. Who scored the winning goal in the Club World Cup semi involving Chelsea? Who scored
Can I just clarify something?
No, you cannot. No, Alex, no. You cannot. You have to answer the questions. I'm asking you to answer the question.
No. I'm just curious because I'm just trying to levels here. We'll talk about levels. Yeah. Jamal, you might be able to help me out here.
Yeah.
Is scoring in a Champions League semi-final better or worse than scoring in a Club World Cup semi-final? What do you think about that, Jamal?
Bro, I think a UEFA Champions League semi-final is much better than scoring in a FIFA Club World Cup semi-finals.
That bro, and you know that Chelsea had a player called Timo Werner who scored in a CL semi, and also a man called Mason Mount who got an assist in a final. Now, my apology is to those players. Because those players were disrespected on this channel.
Speak on it.
Werner, all these Absolaqueta, all these bricks that were disrespected on this channel. I apologize to those guys who were absolutely abused by a certain man who has shades.
Thank you.
Who deserved players
and Red Devil.
Yeah, go on, Jamal.
Mason Mount Champions League final assist. It wasn't a 5 yards pass. It was a true ball. A 20-yard true ball.
Exactly.
That was true ball of the season.
That's what I'm saying. And then the cheek to be gassed because this team scored like Lukaku scored like a Club World Cup goal, and we're like, who's the GOAT?
Who did he score against?
Hey, no, about the Club World Cup.
Lukaku Chelsea's best number 9. I'm seeing that on Twitter. Like Lukaku is Chelsea's best number 9. It's insulting.
Who did he score against?
It's insulting, man.
Wait. Let me address the streets. So, guys, let me tell you let me say what was wrong with RDS right now. Red Devil Studio.
Okay. Am I saying anything wrong?
Yes, everything you said was wrong.
No, it's not, bro.
No, hold on. Samasi, mute your mic. And Jamal as well. So my thing is that what you're seeing here is Red Devil Studio was desperate for Chelsea to lose because he had a whole slew of receipts to come on here and say, Chelsea, you were the only team for twice who didn't win the Club World Cup. And because you know why it's bad? Because
the concept of receipt
because Red Devil Studio knows what's coming next. He knows that we're going to talk about one of the great disaster classes of the last five years. So it was a bad day for RDS because he saw Boychester Divided reborn, and coupled with a sworn rival lift up a trophy, something his club hasn't seen for 6 years, and going on to 7 potentially, unless they win the UCL. So RDS, I understand your hate, understand your annoyance, but RDS, at the very least, can I get an apology from you for Lukaku? That's all I ask for. Just an apology and just an acknowledgement of Chelsea completing football. That's all I ask.
Do you want the apology to come from me or from one of your receipts about Lukaku?
From you.
I can dig one of those.
I want you to. Red Devil Studio, can you bloody apologize to Romelu Lukaku, who scored in the World Cup in the World Cup?
Okay, it's just I'm not entirely sure which apology is that you want, because it was literally only last week that you said Lukaku was a brick, and as far as I know, Lukaku's been inducted into the academy. Isn't that the case?
Not to my knowledge.
He's in the Brick Academy right now. So
not to my knowledge.
Can you share screen the Brick Academy?
No,
Academy
I can't.
Website, because I think he's there.
The website is broken.
I think the papers. You said the papers had been processed.
Don't do.
Wait, I just want to say one thing, guys. RDS, did Lukaku score against Real Madrid or Bayern Munich in the semi, right?
No.
Surely.
I don't. Yeah. I don't think he did.
No.
Wait, who it was then? Oh, PSG.
No.
Who then? Wait, Man City.
No. Arsenal.
No, who Lukaku scored against in the Club World Cup?
Jamal, can I answer that question? He scored against the best team in the whole of Asia.
I want a name. I want to name it.
I guess it's called
Can you say the name? Can you say the name?
I want a name.
No, Jamal. He scored against the best team in the whole of Asia and the
I
best
think
in the whole
Igalo
of South America.
wasn't Igalo as a striker in one of those teams.
So Jamal, what H is trying to say is that
that's sad,
is that Lukaku is that Plymouth is actually better than the best team because Lukaku can score against basically like a cotton sweater club. That's Plymouth right there, you know. But he was able to score against the best team in Asia. I don't understand HH.
Let's RDS G himself up for the disaster class afterwards. I want to come to Gartlock now. So Gartlock,
I won't be here, but go on.
RDS, you're going nowhere. No, RDS, you're thinking no. RDS, you're going nowhere. No, you can't. No, you can't come here for the Chelsea thing and not leave for the disaster class. RDS, you are staying here for the freaking disaster class. Don't you dare go anywhere.
This is fake leave studio at the end.
RDS, no, you. And don't bring that Bombers and Magpie studio. You are staying here, freaking RDS, man. I don't want. So Gartlock, I know you're a guy that loves receipts and so forth, and I know Gartlock, you desperately wanted to catch me up.
Yep.
So Gartlock, as one of the haters of Chelsea, praying for their downfall, how does it feel to be a hater who has gotten embarrassed to today? And Gartlock, you were one of the guys insulting Lukaku. Can I get an apology from Lukaku, please, for scoring a World Cup semi and World Cup final? I didn't crack a joke. I didn't crack a joke. So.
Look, my gripe with Lukaku is that he never really scores in big games. But this was, I won't say it wasn't a big game, let's be honest. But
it was still a big game.
It was a big moment. And I have to admit, the goal against Al Hilal, I did not rate it. I mean, he just happened to be there. However, that header today was sick. After me, that header was.
See, audience, it's not that hard. Audience, it's not that hard.
That was a striker's header. I have to admit, like that was a sick header, man. But look, I already had it in my mind that Chelsea were going to win the Club World Cup because any team that usually wins the Champions League usually does it. However, with the way you guys were moving against Plymouth, I was a bit worried because, like, you guys can, for sure, you cannot, not again. Especially to a team in Brazil again. You guys have done it cool. Look, you guys just celebrate. You listen to your stream after this thing. You guys are celebrating. Maybe nauseous a bit, but you guys are celebrating was okay, fine. But here's the thing, HH. As much as you guys deserve it based on the fact that you won the Champions League, I am a bit, and don't take this personally, based on the football I've been watching from you guys, I'm a bit disgusted that the goal is going to be on your chest. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you guys played the way you played against Plymouth, and again, and the goal
let him land.
Let's be honest, because we look at the goal that's been on the chest of Liverpool, who went to go and win the Premier League after that. It's been on Real Madrid, who defended their champion. It's been on Bayern Munich, who destroyed everybody. So for it to land on the likes of Werner's shirts and like Sa, I'm a bit heartbroken of what football has become lately. But you guys deserve it based on your performance of last season, and But I look, my own is just respect the badge, okay. From now on, play decently. If you lose, just at least play decent. I don't want to see gold on shit. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not saying you guys are shit, but the way you've been playing, I just don't want it to be on Marcos Alonso's shit. That's the thing. Like,
no.
If this was Chelsea of 2015 Mourinho, I would have been like, good.
Gartlock is getting sold. Don't worry, it's fine. He's getting.
Just respect the badge. Congratulations, but please respect that gold badge that's going to be in your shirt.
I don't think he's going. I don't think he's going.
And as for Bayern, you guys, no lie. I mean, I saw the gold on your shirt today. I'm guessing you're not going to wear it again since Chelsea have won it. But you guys, man, Bochum, really? I mean, come.
No. We'll get there. We'll get to Bochum.
I'm ready to apologize to Lukaku.
Wow.
Unless you want to move to the next person. I've got an apology for Lukaku.
Sage, Chelsea fan, man. Do you think that people deserve to give Lukaku an apology for balling in a World Cup semi in a World Cup final?
No.
Hell no.
Honestly, I didn't ask you.
He did well. He showed up when it mattered the most, but let's be honest. It's good that we won and all, but it's we played against shit teams. Like everyone expected us to win. But I forgive him though. I forgive him. It's been cleared. Everything is being cleared. So I'm happy with the win. We're the champions of the whole world club. So I've got nothing else to say other than I'm happy and all.
Do you think that people need to give Chelsea their credits and then people have been too hateful towards Chelsea? Like RDS, Gatlock, Samasi, Mao.
I haven't seen anything.
At the end of the day,
and most of these clowns in the chat.
I respect Chelsea's win, by the way.
At the end of the day, rivals.
At
the end of the day, rivals are gonna hate. Really, I don't expect them to cheer for us, but we finally shut them up and stuff. But now it's all about being consistent. That's what I'm more looking for. It's not just being the moment. You need to build on from this, use as a foundation, and obviously keep winning more trophies. That's what the big clubs do. So,
before I come to Ricardo, Samasa, you're gonna have to change that to AVI because that AVI is out of date. This was cool a few weeks ago, but you're now talking to a World Cup winner. So when I come to you actually your trash bomb-ass viewpoints, you're gonna have to change that viewpoint. So you're gonna have to change that freaking AVI. Thank you.
That guy is blick.
The only people who need apologizing is you to Werner.
Facts. Speak on it.
It's Black History Month. He can't apologize to him.
And Mason Mount.
As a German, I support them. Okay, if Chelsea had the better overall team, Werner would score. Trust me.
So
facts.
Havertz is so talented.
I thought it was my turn.
So thanks for that viewpoint. So I'm gonna quote to Ricardo, but just to keep it clear, that's yellow card.
Respect Werner and apologize to him right now.
While mentioning that Werner would do anything with a better team. Mute your mic, please. Ricardo, can I get an apology from you, especially towards Lukaku in the stuff that he's been able to do and so forth, man, please? Thank you.
First and foremost, I don't believe I have to issue an apology because I never made fun of Lukaku. You know, I speak very highly of him. But like I said, I want today to be nothing but good vibes. And
thank you.
I'm very happy for you. You deserve this moment because just a few weeks ago, Jamal, relax.
Let Ricardo loud.
Just a few weeks ago, we saw the Super Eagles unfortunately embarrass themselves. So you needed a bit of redemption. With this Chelsea dub, you guys deserve to be called the best team in the world.
Thank you.
And as you are, I am expecting for you guys to defend your title, your Champions League title.
Ricardo, that has
let
Ricardo go.
Because as you know, my team currently is playing on Thursday nights. So I really hope we get to face you in the Super Cup. So maybe we can, maybe we can be the best team in the world. But I just want to say, man, like, congratulations. It was a phenomenal performance by Lukaku in the semifinals and in the finals. I think he has redeemed himself. I think he might just be amongst the best strikers in the world. I think it exempts him from any criticism for the rest of the season because now that beautiful gold badge is on the shirt. And yeah, I think he will, I think from here on out he will start flying. And he might score a hat trick against Lille. I don't know.
He's okay. Relax. Okay, Ricardo. That's okay. You're done. No, Ricardo, you're done. So Rob,
does Ricardo think he had 25 plus G's?
No. RDS, get your mic.
25 plus G's.
Rob. So Rob, you were one of those that said that Lukaku needs to retire, that he's a piece of crap, and that he's an embarrassment of football. And he said that he's been stealing money and so forth. And also, Rob, you were the guy that came up with the term Tims. You coined the term Tims. So, Rob, seeing Chelsea lift up this trophy and so forth, can I please have a double space apology towards Lukaku based on the abuse you put towards him? Rob, thank you.
I never said those things.
Which is a lie.
No, but I think it was a good win for Chelsea, even though both teams are playing very poorly today. But they still got it over the line, and that's what counts. So they're now world champions. So I expect them to do well in every competition from now on.
Rob, what we do in every competition, that has nothing to do with it. But Rob, do you have now a newfound respect?
It has to be after the world's best team.
It's one speaking fact.
Listen, Rob thinks he's so slick. Look at that, Rob. Now, let's just focus on one thing at one time. Now, Rob, do you have a newfound respect for Lukaku being a world champion and scoring the World Cup semi in the World Cup final?
Not really, because he scored against two teams that aren't the greatest. Maybe in their own continents they are, but compared to European teams, maybe they're below par.
So Rob, you're saying that you have no respect for Al Hilal?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that maybe they're not as good as some other teams.
Now, but Rob, as of right now, as being world champions, you view us as the best team in the world right now, Chelsea.
Yes, because they're officially named world champions after winning the Club World Cup.
Technically.
You see,
so
Rob
players world champions then.
He supports Spurs. He must say that.
No. Rob is the most level-headed out of all of you guys here. Now, Jamal, you're another huge hater as well, and some of the stuff you said about Chelsea was crazy, and you always threw in the sexual references in there towards the abuse towards Lukaku and Chelsea. So, Jamal, because Jamal, we're going to be enemies on the 27th. So we're going to be enemies on the 27th. So, and I can't, because Jamal, I want to beat you. Like, I really want to beat you on the 27th. So put that to one side. Do you have a newfound respect for Lukaku? Has Lukaku proven you wrong by scoring a World Cup semi and a World Cup final?
Yeah, first I want to say that was well said by Red Devil. That was well said.
No, it was complete trash.
Thank you.
Yeah, even though we're gonna lubricate your club after, and we're gonna repaint it CR37 after, that was well said. But yeah, man, you know what? I want to congratulate Chelsea.
Thank you.
Yeah, for doing the thing what every Champions League winner does, which is win the FIFA World Cup after. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna congratulate Lukaku because
no, Jamal. Why not? He scored the winning goal and he scored it in a semi and a final. Come on, Jamal. Jamal, based on the abuse that he's received, why not?
Because we won this, bro. It's not that deep. Who cares about this World Cup? And the only reason I will only congratulate Lukaku if he does something to bring you back in this title race, or he does something in the Champions League. I'm sorry, this guy was 97 million pounds. 97 million pounds. I'm not gonna congratulate. Yeah, I'm not gonna congratulate this guy for scoring against a bunch of Brazilian farmers, and I don't know what the semi-final team was.
I'm sorry. Al Hilal, the best team in Asia. Al Hilal, Asian champions.
I didn't watch the final, but I watched the semi-finals. Bro, Morega, I think that's the guy name. He's trash. Morega and Igalo. These guys was dumb and dumb up top, man.
Jamal, we had to sweat to win that game, man. Jamal, that was a tough game for us, man. Come on, man.
And I'm sorry, that game was. I'm sorry, Chelsea right now is playing funky football, bro. If you guys are gonna play that against Liverpool, I'm sorry, we're beating you in the first half.
So hold on. So Jamal, so you think that Liverpool will definitely beat Chelsea on the 27th? That way, can you just keep that? So you said Liverpool will destroy Chelsea on the 27th?
No, we're not. It will be a 50-50 game. But what I'm saying is, if you play that funky football, it might get ugly. But again, congratulations for Chelsea. For Lukaku, bro, this is nothing. Champions League or Premier League? That's what we talk. 97 million pounds, man.
Osasuna, I know you're one of the biggest haters of Chelsea and so forth and everything, based on what we did.
I literally say that I have a soft spot for Chelsea all the time.
I know you're one of the biggest haters of Chelsea based on what we did to Real Madrid and so forth, and you all you have is vitriol and negativity towards my club. Do you not have a newfound respect for the current world champions and for Lukaku doing dirty in a semi and a final?
So first of all, I always respect Chelsea. I think Chelsea is, they are a big club, right? They are bigger than certain other clubs like Arsenal, because they actually win things. But I mean, they won the Club World Cup. Like, here's the thing about the Club World Cup. Like, we won it 4 times. Every time we won it, I was like, oh, yay, we won it. Go next, you know. But the thing about the Club World Cup is actually, and I'm gonna actually say this when he's back because I don't know what he's going to do. But there's you are here. But there.
Oh, what were you trying to say? Something tricky? Go on.
No, because the thing about the Club World Cup is that it's kind of a curse. Every team that wins the Club World Cup, following it, they ruin their season. Their season gets ruined. Like, it gets completely screwed. Like, the only time that didn't happen, was with Real Madrid twice when we won the three-peat. But otherwise, every time the Club World Cup is won, like, the team that wins the Club World Cup, like, their season just collapses completely. I don't know what it is. And for a team that's already not started that great with their season, that spells for very bad things.
Osasuna, are you saying that Chelsea?
No, hold on. I don't know. Osasuna, I rebuke that. What you just said. Words have power.
100% the truth.
Words have power. Samasi, mute your mic. You're on a yellow card. I'm going to book again.
Actually,
mute your
there
mic.
are 2 teams. There are actually 2 teams. United and...
No.
I'm sorry. The video actually.
No. Osasuna, I want you to take back what you just said.
Why?
Words have power. Don't put that negativity.
Aren't you like the merchant of reverse jinx? Isn't me saying this good for you?
No.
Yes,
words have power. And
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Words have power. So that means that what I'm saying is good for you.
Because Osasuna, if Chelsea don't get top 4 and end up 5th or 6th,
you're getting top 4, HH. Don't worry about it.
And
actually, Osasuna, Real Madrid in 2018, you guys, okay, except for the Champions League win, you guys didn't have that great. This is after the Club World Cup. It was 2017.
We didn't go trophyless that season because we won the Club World Cup. Like, we won the Club World Cup. Like, Bale scored a hat-trick in the semi-finals. We won 4-1 in the final with a very average team. Marcos Llorente scored a goal. This is a competition where that guy, that bum-ass Finnish footballer in the bottom of the screen right now, he has a hat-trick in one of the finals, right? He scored a hat-trick in the final. Like, this is not a good competition. It's a competition where you just win and then you move on and then your season gets ruined.
No. Although, to be fair, it's about to become a good competition. What I heard about the expansion.
Okay. Wait. So
what?
Let me come to your boy Delta now. So talk to me. Your thoughts on Chelsea being the world champions right now, and Lukaku finally showing up.
Nah, Lukaku is done, man. I don't care what anyone says. Really, Palmeiras? Is that what the standards have fallen into? Where we need to see him in the Champions League. I want to see him score against Lille. I'm not going to take this competition seriously, man. It's just a Club World Cup. I mean, look at the teams they're playing against.
No, quickly, just off topic. How many goals does this guy have in Uber Eats?
You said 6.
I thought we were talking about Lukaku.
I thought you said that.
I said off topic. I just wanted to know how many goals he had in Uber Eats. So
he has 20 goals.
Red Devils today. I'm not bringing up that image, so you got to keep it. I'm not bringing it up. So continue.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, congratulations to Chelsea. I mean, yeah, they fully deserve it. They're obviously the best team who won in Europe are obviously going to win it. Very rarely a best team in South America or Asia are going to win it. All the best players are playing in European competition. So congratulations to Chelsea. I mean, Lukaku, yeah, he was good, but I want to see him against, proper teams like Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, against us, if he even gets that far.
Sorry, mate, can I just clarify something?
I don't want Chelsea, okay? We lost in Bochum 4-2.
This is the top scorers for the Club World Cup, because obviously the Club World Cup is now an important competition now because Chelsea have won it. So we're talking about goal scorers. HH, can you tell me who's the top scorer of all time in the Club World Cup, please? Because you can see it there.
Gareth Bale.
There's someone above Gareth Bale.
The screen that I see says
No,
that.
so we're going to talk about someone later. It's a nice interlude into that.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo is washed, man. Like, let's just
Yeah,
be honest.
no,
You gotta stop bringing that guy
Hey,
up.
Because
This guy is washed.
Manchester United is a crap.
HH, are we in like almost March right now, and he hasn't even gotten a goal or assist yet? This guy is washed up.
No, we'll get saying the Club World Cup is an important competition. This is the facts. There's a top goal scorer for the Club World Cup because you're saying Lukaku is now a G. And just to clarify something, HH, you give Ronaldo a lot of grief because he's not scored a knockout World Cup goal. But the thing is, he has though, because he scored in a Club World Cup final and he scored in a World Cup final in a semi. So where's the respect for CR7, bro? He scored in a semi and a World Cup final.
He should be a
Some of those names, man, they are that are above Lukaku. That's shameful.
You have what's your view on Chelsea being world champions now, Samas?
Well, are you asking me?
No, I said Samasi. Your view on Chelsea being world
Shout out to the German boys, Rüdiger, who's always great, and Havertz, who has better potential than Mason Mount, #English text, and to Werner, who needs apologies from you. If you want to apologize to Lukaku, I need to apologize for Werner.
That's never happening. That's never
okay,
happening.
then my apologize to Lukaku is never happening.
I can't apologize. I can't
Feel
apologize
better.
to a player that literally
You know
doesn't
that
have
he's
a
won you
brain.
4 trophies.
No, I can't
Three
apologize to a
trophies.
player that doesn't have a brain. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, like I can't apologize to a guy who tried to sabotage a Champions League run. I can't do it.
Wait, just to clarify something. So Timo Werner has a Champions League, and Lukaku's only trophy is a Club World Cup.
Yes.
Can we just go, because he wasn't there, he didn't join the club for the Super Cup, if I recall. So Werner has a Super Cup, he has a Champions League, and Timo and Lukaku only has a Club World Cup.
Barry,
and you said that we should have given him an apology.
So Barry, your thoughts on Chelsea?
I'm gonna apologize to Lukaku if he balls in the Premier League and in the Champions League and is consistent, because
he's already proven himself. He hasn't.
So you're not going to apologize to him ever.
I'm double figures in goals and assists for Inter Milan. Led them to a Scudetto title.
Did he do the same for Chelsea? I don't think so.
Can y'all mute your mic, please?
He won't.
Barry, talk to me.
All right, cool. First of all, I'm gonna give my props to Chelsea. You know, they beat some of the best teams of other continents in the world. I know a team out there who can't even beat Middle Earth, and they fans are talking crazy. But I'm not gonna say.
Oh no, we'll deal with them. We'll deal with them.
But yeah, like Lukaku, I've always had respect for him. You know, obviously there's some criticism in his game, his ball control and everything, and sometimes he doesn't score against big teams. But with the way Chelsea's playing nowadays, you need somebody to score goals, and he's done that for lately. So props to them, props to Lukaku, and yeah, I'm expecting a good CL run and maybe some competitiveness in the title race for the Premier.
Hold on, question. Do you think Lukaku just needed to leave England to get some form back?
Yeah, he's not cut off for the Premier League.
Yeah, no, for me, I think, look, Lukaku.
I think it's a mental block.
Thing with Lukaku is this: he should have never left Inter Milan. That's my thing. He should never left Inter. Like, there is a good striker there, but Lukaku is a system merchant, and I think that he has to stay in his comfort zone, and his comfort zone was in Inter Milan. I told you, my first choice was Lewandowski. That was my first choice.
It might be Lautaro tax.
You're never gonna get him.
Samasi, see, you need to understand. You cannot have hope to apologize to Werner, because this is what Werner did to have hope.
Especially not on Black History Month.
This guy's a problem. Oh. So God. Oh my God. I can't do this, guys. I'm sorry. Out with the Timbs and in with the Golden.
Oh, that's prick has that's what that prick has caused me. Okay, wait, let me take the door. Let's take the doors. Jerome Eden Andrew says Lukaku's World Cup semi-goal was against CP.
Easy.
Relax.
Okay, I don't get this.
CPR.
He's saying like he's gonna move to
077.
like in the Middle East. He's gonna play in the
he's gonna play
Qatar or something.
Okay. Let's okay. This is easy. So Romelu Lukaku, I bowled in a World Cup semi and final and won a trophy. Shame on Zad. Hashtag burger, hot dog, fries.
Oh, that's a fair point. Look, if Lukaku
no. Zad has a European trophy. Zad has a European trophy. Lukaku says, glad to watch the second half of Inter. Community CCL trophy. Hey, relax. Daddy Oof. Where was the outrage when Messi grabbed United twice in 2009 and 2011? This is double standards. They need to leave Zouma alone. Also, Core is overweight. Anyways, thank you for that, man. Thank you for that on Core being overweight. That's great. Shane Schubert, who tried to hang himself after the 2012 UCL final.
Stop it.
Props. But why can't Blue Balls FC ever pop off? Shane, I distinctly remember this club beating you in your own home ground. So
how long ago was
we
that?
won against 2-7-2.
No. To be fair to Harpo. Red Devil. To be fair to
Let it go.
Harpo, that final was sick after me because bro, I think there was a time when Schweinsteiger could not even look at Robin taking that penalty, like he knew he was going to miss. Like after me, that final.
No, it was real. It was
real.
As
much as I hated it was funny.
It was real. What's it called? Daddy Ralph Rangnick. Oh, proud of my son to Caliban. No league, cups merchants. But a trophy is still a trophy. Rangnick has never won a trophy. So, and Tuchel has won a lot more trophies and has won the biggest trophy, which is the freaking UCL, man. So, Ice Freezy. CR37 freezing himself versus Southampton. Hashtag USA. We'll get there. Don't worry, we'll get them and we'll get there. Jay Jokin. HH. You still haven't answered my question. Where is your trouble? Jay Jokin, you still haven't answered me that. How are you mentally dealing with the fact that you could go 7 years without a trophy?
It's a fair point. With the
no. But I need to know that. How are you dealing with the fact that you could go 7 years without a trophy? No. How are you dealing with that? Clown. Ralph Rangnick says, RDS, you want a trophy? I'll lend a medal from my sons. That's fair. RDS, that's fair. You know, his sons, both Klopp and Tuchel, have lots of medals that they can own, man. And there's 3, man. Thank you for there's 3. HH. Sadly, it's time for Marcelo to retire after today's first half versus Chokezi. Oh. Yeah. I mean, we'll go to this spot.
Marcelo is looking cheap.
I miss Trippitt Marcelo, man. I miss Trippitt Marcelo.
Look. Okay, by the way, Lukaku bowled against rice cake and puff sellers. Not impressive. Adaj, don't do that. And also puff is very nice. To
be fair, Adaj, that was supposed to be you. That was supposed to be you playing today. Like you guys pissed me off last year, man.
Is he a City fan?
No. He's a Liverpool fan.
Oh, he's a Liverpool fan. Oh, sorry, I thought he was a City fan.
Yeah, that's the Liverpool fan.
He's true City fan I was thinking of. Sorry, that man.
So Caesar, the Emperor, scrappy wins against. Oh God, you know what? I can't say that.
Why?
I can't. No, come on. I can't. Shout out to Caesar, the Emperor. Man. From DSANDERS says, how good do you think Havertz really can be? What's his level? Guys, come on. Havertz, his ceiling is huge.
I gotta ask you a question,
Yes.
HH. Who do you think has a higher ceiling, Havertz or what's his name again? João Felix.
Felix.
Similar.
But Havertz will do better.
No. You say Felix has a higher ceiling. Havertz will end up being the better player.
I agree.
If
Good
Felix,
job,
Felix,
Felix.
if Felix leave
I
Liverpool,
don't know
if Felix,
who
if Felix
advised
leave
him
City,
to do a
what's
7-year
their name?
contract.
I was told that Havertz's ceiling is a Zidane level, so I'm expecting that.
Nah,
why
nah, whoever
one
said that
that's
smoking, man.
Wait, can we just bring light to the fact that AJ, whenever there's a super chat beginning with the letter D, he just reads out the letters?
Oh no, because I don't want to get caught out. I don't want to get caught out. Daddy Ralph Rangnick says, Klopp, the better talent's son, the original winners. But shout out to your boy
True.
Tuchel. No, shout out to your boy Tuchel. JJ Bridge, Chelsea boy, what up? HH, how many times did PSG win the Club World Cup?
Oh, don't do that.
PSG,
Don't do
do
that.
you want to answer that question?
We're winning
LSG.
next year, brother.
Delta, do you want to answer that question, please? How many
Yeah,
times?
we're winning it next year.
Delta, I said, how many
Technically-
times have you won it?
Technically,
Love
they
the
need
love
to
the
conquer
confidence.
Europe before they
And I'm
conquer the
telling you,
world.
we're gonna win it next year.
Love the confidence, man.
You're getting knocked out in the quarters. It's fine.
Zero. There we go. Zero. There we go. So hard. Arsenal,
you said it, man,
CL
not me.
winners, 22-23. God forbid. Klopp's Liverpool legacy as manager versus Tuchel needs to be discussed. If Tuchel wins the Carabao, then it's 4 versus 4 trophies. Klopp looking weird right now. Now, I don't want to tempt fate
Yeah,
because
Klopp
Liverpool are
hasn't
going to
gotten
be
this.
Liverpool are going to be strong favorites to win that game. Liverpool are overwhelming favorites to win that final. But
Technically,
and it's a massive if it does happen,
no, you
there's
can't
a-
look at club differently. Because if
Can
you're
I
looking at
say
managerial
something?
careers, you have to count Dortmund.
Can I say something?
Yes.
As a long admirer of both, I know them both. I saw them both at Dortmund. I saw them both at Mainz, and now in the Premier League. Klopp is the more consistent, better. But Tuchel is also great. He can do a lot out of nothing. Both actually can do that. So I don't know who's the better. It's 50-50 really. They're both great. Shout out to Gem trainers. I don't know why the trainers are all so crap.
Oh no! Look, for me,
I'm still on
I
Klopp.
would say that Klopp has probably had the more impressive career so far, based on how well he did with Dortmund and how well he's doing with Liverpool. But Tuchel, I think Tuchel is just a little bit behind him. But what I will say is that I think Tuchel has a higher dud than Klopp, because I think Tuchel's dud with Chelsea, winning a UCL with Marcus Alonso, is a
But
greater dud than I
you
think
could say
anything that
Klopp's
Klopp.
dud with Dortmund that time too was also good as well. I mean, this guy was
But
going
he
up
did.
against
See,
a
no,
team.
if he had won it,
Bayern back then were fairly average.
But basically, Klopp's dud is taking Dortmund to the final. Tuchel's dud is winning it with Chelsea, beating.
What about
City,
the
Real
two
Madrid.
Bundesliga titles here with Dortmund? Back to back.
I don't know. I still wouldn't say it's. Bro, Dortmund won. Dortmund are not a small team. They won the UCL
How
like
much-
in what,
how much-
1997.
how-
So
how much-
that's
how
so
much-
good. But his dud was, bro, beating Real in that semi and taking Dortmund to the UCL final. That was huge.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that sentence again? Dortmund won the Champions League when?
No.
Because I'm pretty sure that was before.
1997.
I'm pretty sure that was before
The Ballon d'Or winner,
Medusa
Zouma.
this thing, because I'm pretty sure that was before treble, and you called the treble when billion of years ago. So
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
like
you can't
that.
count Dortmund.
Wait, Zoteng TV says, "Congrats, HH. Bram might be the goat of owners. He is. Also, HH, we need to talk about CR37. He's the goat, but he needs to kick rocks. Welcome to the Brick Academy." Zoteng,
No.
no. Bram is the greatest owner of all time. That is a fact. And Zoteng, it leads us very nicely.
HH,
Very
one question.
nicely indeed. Yeah.
Ibrahimovic when he came at 36, or Ronaldo when he came back to United at 36, which one has performed better?
Gatlo.
Yeah, well, please, let's move on. That's a very bad question to ask right now.
No.
Oh no.
Wait, HH, after you go to Red Devil, can I get dibs for second place? I want to talk about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Yeah, you have dips too.
I want to talk about my goat too, man.
Wait, so guys,
So yeah, peace out, guys. See you guys later.
No, Ardias, don't you dare. Ardias, don't you dare.
Shane,
Ardias,
stay,
don't you dare.
Stay. Have a good stream.
Ardias, don't you dare. Ardias, don't you dare.
Lock him in,
Ardias,
lock him in, lock him in.
I'm coming to you straight. So now, guys, look. This guy's one of my idols. And
mine too.
I got into football because of this guy. He's the reason why I put on my football boots and he inspires me every day to become a better man. My training and my dedication to my craft I get from CR37. CR37 has 400 million Instagram followers. He has the most followers of any sporting athlete on the planet. So his legend is set. He's the highest goal scorer in Champions League history. He has 5 UCL titles. He has more goals than games played at Real Madrid. So he's the highest goal scorer in international football. So his impact is paramount. I don't want to see Cristiano like this. Because this is a combination of United and Cristiano. So I want to talk about both things. First of all, seeing Cristiano like this makes me sad. For a guy who many people view as one of the yes, you're one sick man. So as a guy who people view as one of the greatest players of all time, it's hard to see him trip over the ball, get dispossessed, unable to run, miss an open goal, and literally be useless for 90 minutes.
HH, can I ask you a question?
Right, relax. So my thing is, I don't want him. I believe that there's still a UCL, and he can still do amazing things in the UCL. I believe that he can still take Portugal to the World Cup, so they're still there. But my advice to Cristiano as a fan, as one of your number one fans, is you have to know when to go, and you have to know when to pull back. That's for Cristiano. And the question I want to ask everyone is, should he be thinking about retirement soon, or are we just being reactionary and he's going to say what's up and say what's up to Simeone? Man United, because I want to go around the room for everyone, is did they make a mistake hiring Ragball, or are these players just garbage? And do you believe that they will get top 4? So I want to now say that Red Devil Studio is the biggest coward in Hangout history.
What a coward!
Red Devil Studio
He
is a
went
coward.
away.
He's a coward. Someone else is true. He's a coward. He's a disgrace. Because Red Devil Studio, you can't run away when we come and abuse United. But when Chelsea are abusing United, you are the first with the receipts. So Magpie Studio, I didn't want to see you here because I don't know what the hell you're doing here. So Magpie Studio, can you please tell me what happened to RDS?
I mean, I told you the dude was on a sabbatical, man. So it was on a sabbatical. Like he came in.
Okay, hold on. So he comes in for the Chelsea talk, and then he then goes away for.
He just came in for the cameo. You know what I mean? So just like
okay.
it was to congratulate you, presumably.
I know, but Marcus, when you say RDS, tell him that he's a piece of crap. Just something that he's a piece of crap.
Did he congratulate you guys? Did he say well done Chelsea winning the Club World Cup and stuff? Was that
talk about United? Man. Talk about United.
Man, the club's finished, isn't it? So it's a finished club, man. It's a finish. Like at the end of the day, at the end of the day, like.
Wait.
What, are you okay?
I don't know why this is so funny.
Hold up.
Are you okay, AJ? I don't know.
Wait.
Why are you laughing?
Why
are you laughing, AJ?
The Red Devils, did he do like a post-match for the Southampton thing?
You're gonna have to check it on his channel if he's on a post-match, man. You're gonna have to like shout out to Red Devil Studio, man. Get up to his channel.
I'm pretty sure I saw a 9-second clip about the Southampton game. I think it said New Day, same old United or something like that. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that sounds familiar, man. So, like I said, this Manchester United team is garbage, man. So was HH, you're okay. I don't know why you're laughing, bro. Like, you seem
he loves Man
okay. It's just get some water, man. Calm down, bro. Calm down.
He's laughing to hide his grief.
I want to share something. With you guys, man. Now. This is Red Devil Studios Twitter timeline. So down.
You need to zoom in on it, bro. It's a little bit small.
Oh, sorry. Can you see it now?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, thank you.
I think it needs to be a
So
little bigger.
it started off pessimistic. It started off really pessimistic. So we're gonna go through it. So congratulations to Southampton. So obviously, Red Devils were maybe angry with their team news. Then should already been 2-0 up. It is going to be another game of missed chances. So, like, okay, things are going crazy. Then the next thing, Sancho. Things are going well.
Sancho actually played well.
Things are great. Yeah.
Free Chancel.
Yeah, but I know people are hating Ronaldo, but what are the alternatives? I think those are where things are going. It's bad. The next thing. This is his last tweet.
This that.
It's gotten so bad that he has to revert to like his whole hazard agenda.
That is sad, bro. That is sad.
So my question to you, from RDS point of view, can you please talk about the state of United? Okay, what is right? Okay, what is RDS's mental state? Because you know mental health is a huge thing. What is his mental state now with the fact that they are dropping points to Southampton and they're giving up to Che Adams and so forth?
Che Adams, he's dead.
Like, I mean, this Manchester United club is obviously in bits now from top to bottom, whether it's like the ownership. Although, like I said, the Sancho guy, Jadon Sancho, looked like he actually had a pretty good game. So it looks like he's doing well. Like I would have had him at Newcastle, but it is what it is. But I mean, they just don't. I don't know. They're not playing together. They don't seem to have any chemistry. I can see.
Who is to blame though?
Well, the thing
players
is,
or the manager?
To be fair to Ralph, like I can see what Ralph is trying to do. Like unlike the previous manager, like I can see what the type of tactics that Ralph actually wants to play. Like he clearly wants to play like a high press, gegenpress football. Because in the first half, they tend to they tend to come out, they press, they create a lot of chances, and but for CR37, so who I don't want him at Newcastle, man. So it is what it is. We're going forward, but. Essentially what I'm saying is I can see what this Ralph, the manager's trying to do. So I don't think it's fair to blame a Ralph because there's a clear philosophy of what he wants. I just don't think the players have the fitness, and I just don't think he has the right players to implement what he wants to do. Because in the second half, when they concede, because for some reason they still like to play this Harry Maguire guy, who I mean, is he just HH? Is Harry Maguire still wanted in Greece? Is that still invested?
I think there's still an APP out for him, bro. Yeah.
That's my only thing. Like, I don't know if the arrest warrant is playing on his mind, so he can't go on like defending. We wear black and white. You know what I mean? We're black and white, the black and white army. So maybe he thinks he's in black and white. I don't understand with Harry Maguire. So he just looks like a brick, really. He's so bad. It's strange.
Can I ask you a quick question, bro? Where do you think Manchester United are gonna finish this season?
Tell me, do you want me to be honest? Do you want me to be hashtag honesty? Do you want me to be honest, Jamal?
Yeah.
We're talking Conference League, man.
Oh
no.
We're talking. You're gonna see CR37 balling in the Conference League.
Wait, is that on Friday night?
No.
It's 7.
Ricardo, shush. Ricardo, shush.
Let's
do this right now.
Conference League, man.
There is no chance in hell Cristiano is touching Europa or Conference. Because
he's leaving this season, so it doesn't matter.
Gatlog, listen. No, Gatlog, Gatlog, you like to what's it called? Clip, like this. Clip this, Gatlog, clip this. If United don't get top 4, okay. United are winning the Champions League.
No, they're not.
I'll say it again. I'm not speaking Mandarin or Filipino. Yeah. If either United get top 4, if they don't get top 4, they're winning the Champions League. And if that doesn't happen, Cristiano is leaving United.
Yeah,
a guy that has 400 million Instagram followers is not touching a Conference or Europa League.
But HH, if they win the Champions League, that means they have to beat Chelsea, presumably. So are you saying that this United team is better than Chelsea?
HH, they played 24 games. Arsenal have played 22, who are just 1 point behind them. Tottenham have played 21 games, who are 4 points behind them. So it's really not out of the possibility that
Those
someone
games in
can
hand don't mean
jump
shit
over
when you
them.
lose to Southampton.
Especially when you look at teams like Wolves that are doing well as well.
No,
you
but
know?
they also got to play Man City and Liverpool in their ground as well. So,
But guys, you know what HH does? He just says something repeatedly, thinking that how it's not gonna happen. Cause he did it with Senegal. He said Senegal was not gonna win it for them to win it. So he's keep gonna say Manchester United are making top 4 just for them not to make it.
Gemma, we know what he's doing. We know what he's doing. We know what he's
Reverse
doing.
psychology thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I understand.
He's a reverse psychology merchant.
I am no. I'm being fully real.
I mean,
I'm being fully real.
At least they haven't lost, you know.
Okay. So Magpie. So, in your views, you're saying that this season for United is a complete write-off. That there's no way to course correct this season.
No, I don't think. I mean, scroll down. Where's my black and white boys, man? Let's scroll down, man. Let's learn. Scroll.
A little more.
Yes, man. We're out the relegation zone now. Like, look at Everton. You know, we're close. So all I'm saying is,
big up Frank.
You know,
yeah.
I mean, we lubricated Frank though, Jamal, man. Like, we bored against him.
Yeah,
so.
but he lubricated somebody today. I'm guessing. I think I heard about
Leeds, but I mean, you know,
Leeds. Yeah, but come on, it's like Leeds. Those guys are jokers, man.
So, but like, you know, that's like.
So it's a complete write-off.
I think it's a complete write-off. I think it's a complete write-off. Oh, so there's one thing before I finish. HH, Red Devil did have a Lukaku apology before he left. Do you want me to play it or
no?
How did he get it to you so fast?
Okay.
Sorry? Are you brothers?
Yeah, that's what we said. We established that we're bros, man, Jamal.
Well, okay, play the Bombers apology. What's the apology?
There's a comment I did see. I saw a certain comment because someone said to me that Lukaku didn't get any service and I'm being too harsh on him.
This is
what to do with the ball is key. If you miscontrol it, how can I not criticize you for miscontrolling the ball? I told you, I'm not here for Lukaku. I'm sorry. He's really bad. You know, he's really, 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 really bad, man. And
people can change.
Lukaku can't be able. That's why his nickname is Tims. His nickname is Tims because sometimes ball control resembles you trying to play football with Tim Gunn. So sometimes he can be Tims, and I believe he's been a Class B break. I don't know whether I'm putting Class B, but I think he has reached Class B status.
So that was just his apology. That
Suleiman, your thoughts on CR37's disaster class and whether he needs to go into early retirement and the state of Man United?
HH, you call that a disaster class, man? I think my GOAT had an average game. Like, he didn't have his best game, but he was okay, man. I wouldn't say he had a disaster class. I'd say like a 6 out of 10 maybe. But he'll get better, man. Like, how many goals does he have in the Prem? He has 8 goals, right? Isn't that more than Lukaku? 8. Is that more than Lukaku? Yes or no?
18-26.
But yeah, Lukaku doesn't have Lukaku has a World Cup though. Right? It's a difference.
Okay, yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah.
So Suleiman, are United getting top 4?
Oh, 100%, man. Absolutely. Zero chance they miss on top 4. Because can you really trust Arsenal? Can you trust Mikel Arteta?
Nope.
Conte, he's a world-class manager, but at the end of the day, this is Spurs, and they bottled a 2-1 lead against Southampton. So is there a better candidate for top 4 other than Manchester United? I'd say no. So they'd have to severely mess up in order to not get top 4. By the way, have we talked about my favorite club, Chelsea, winning the Club World Cup? Have we gotten to that yet?
Yes.
Yeah, but you can
Can I just say one thing about
okay, Suleiman, give me your 5 cents, your quick 5 cents on it.
So I know HH isn't a stat merchant, but I just want to throw a stat out there. Saul Niguez has played 19 games for Chelsea, and they've been undefeated in all of them. So, do you want to be? Yeah. So, do you want to let this guy stay here and maybe?
I he came on for like 5 seconds after the end of the game.
It doesn't matter. He's still featured, so I think Saul Niguez should be a permanent move to Chelsea.
Okay, Suleiman, thank you for that.
HH, can I ask you a question?
No.
This Amado Borja that is in Southampton. According to what I'm seeing here, he's on loan from Chelsea.
Yeah, he's a Chelsea player.
Yeah.
But this guy has scored more than Lukaku in the Premier League. I'm confused.
Jamal, you wanted to go and talk about United and see
Everybody who leaves Chelsea is getting better. It's a fact.
That's rude. It's playing
Jamal, talk to me. You said you want to talk about CR37.
Yeah, man. Before I say, I just want to say to Magpies, St. Maximum, he's a baller, man.
He's
That's
good.
it. That's yeah.
No, Jamal. That's RDS. Okay. In disguise. That's not Magpies. That's RDS in disguise.
I don't know. No,
that's RDS in disguise. So don't listen, Jamal. Don't
continue with the show. It's Magpies.
Sorry, Magpies. You've spoken. Jamal.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you guys are lucky about the money because that guy would have been gone, man. Said Maximum, he's a baller. But yeah, on to United, bro. I have three people names to name HH. Darren Bent, Gabi Albanglaha,
oh Lord,
and Steven Pina. You know what them three names have in common?
What?
In interviews in the last 4 or 5 years, these guys are saying when they was playing Old Trafford, it was frightening. These guys say they lost the game in the dressing room, in the tunnel. Yeah, these guys say guys was literally shook going to Old Trafford. Managers literally said, guys, don't play too hard to get injured because this is a free hit. And now guys are going to Man United and OT like it's a red light district. Guys are literally coming to OT expecting 3 points. Did you see the way Southampton
Jamal
was moving to these guys?
No, wait. Jamal, do you know when the other things were crazy? I start second half.
Yeah.
It's 1-1. United moved the points more than Southampton. Southampton were playing as if they were desperate to get the win. Oh, hold up. Don't United need this win more than Southampton?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
I said that same thing, HH. And Shea Adams and Scott Armstrong. Bro, no disrespect. You guys made it as a professional. I'm just a guy from Trinidad that's trying to live. But I'm sorry. These guys are dead. Shea Adams. This guy is dead food, man. I mean, the amount of chances this guy wastes. And the next guy name was Scott Armstrong. Yeah, he's trash as well, man. Yeah, so Man United are bad right now, man. But they're still gonna
cut who? Cut who?
Scott Armstrong. That's the guy name.
Wait, from the Southampton to the
Can I go on this?
Wait, no, I'm not finished. I just have to say, yeah, man. Yeah, I just want to say, Man United are bad right now, man. But the scariest thing is they're still gonna make top 4 because at the end of the day, it's Tottenham. These guys literally let Mourinho get lubricated from a guy in jail. While this guy beat Mourinho, right? While he was getting lubricated in jail. I mean, that's Tottenham for you. And Arsenal, bro, they're not making top 4. They're not. So Manchester United will still make top 4. And on my boy CR7, man. I mean, guys, it isn't even fun anymore seeing these disaster classes. I mean, this guy is dead, man. If he don't score, he does nothing. But you know what surprised me today, HH? Is fans are actually turning on him now. This is the first time I heard fans literally turn on him. And HH, I want you to hear this.
They've been booing him since Norwich.
Cristiano Ronaldo today as well because that man, I'm not even calling him Ronaldo anymore. I'm calling him Cristiano Mertesacker. That guy can't turn.
Damn.
It's like I watched the Titanic last night. Great film, very romantic. By myself, but weird, I know. But he turns like the Titanic.
That's brutal. If Terry has,
I love him. He was a legend. He is a legend. He was a legend. He is a legend. He was great. He still is my GOAT. But he's done now. He's done now. He's done.
Bro.
It's got to be dropped.
Yep, that's what I have to say on this guy, man.
No, but you know, here's my thing because that's we're not getting into a very interesting debate right now because I believe that you have to play Cristiano in the Champions League regardless because of just what that means and it unlocks something.
Yeah.
Premier League, I think he has to be dropped. But my thing is that can you drop someone that is such a major star and so important for such a brand? Because the issue right now is that I don't think it's a footballing decision to play. I think it's much more to do with a business decision of, bro, this is a guy that has a ridiculous, huge fan base. United are a massive brand. You can't not play a guy that has 400 million Instagram followers.
To be fair to United now, like, to be honest, they're probably, in terms of availability, because Cavani, I think, was out, so he was injured. Greenwood, enough said, and Martial is basically on loan. So when you look at the United bench, Manchester United, who actually did they have to bring on who could play?
Can't Rashford play striker? Rashford has played striker before.
Rashford has played striker before, but he's
bro. Rashford is worse than Ronaldo, man.
Make cases worse than Ronaldo. And Ronaldo's at least 37. He's got the age excuse. Rashford has no excuse.
Yeah, and that's one last thing I want to say on this, AJ. I know you say in the Champions League, bro. I think they're not winning it. I could be clipped, but I'm telling you now, they're not winning it. They're too trash. Not to get knocked out,
bro. Atletico might even knock them out, and Atletico, bro. To these guys today, man. Holy shit!
No. But Jamal, my argument is no, it's true. But a guy who has over 130 Champions League goals and a guy who is so dead for this competition, I can never rule out what that man can do in these kinds of games. Because remember, Champions League is different. It's different.
It is.
These one-off games. And for me, until they get knocked out, as long as they have Cristiano Ronaldo, who is a Champions League expert, I can't rule these guys out.
So, if Manchester United face Chelsea in the Champions League, you're saying United would go through over Chelsea?
Ricardo, your thoughts on...
All right, look. I love Ronaldo. Gave us a lot of great moments. But come on. It's time to be real. I'm not saying Ronaldo is the problem, but he definitely is part of the problem. It gets really bad. Like, I actually feel bad for this guy. Like, we can sit here and blame United that they don't create the chances necessary for this guy to thrive, and it's getting to a point where you literally have to put it on a silver plate for this guy. Like, have chances no more are no longer an option for this guy. This guy, you should turn half chances into goals. What we saw today, a full-on chance, takes on the keeper. He has an open net. He can't even do that. I think there's a certain point where you actually have to... I know everybody will defend this guy to their last breath, but for example, this opportunity that he's showing, there is no reason why he should have not scored this goal. Now, I'm not saying this is the reason why they tied today, but for the last, 6 games now, I think the criticism that he has is warranted because some of the chances he has had in the last 6 games are opportunities that this guy scores 9 times out of 10. Now, as for United, look, I just find it funny because when they sacked Ole, they bigged up Wreck-It Ralph like this guy.
How bad was Carrick really?
they bigged up this guy like because he invented the modern press, the whatever Gergen press, whatever the hell it's called. They thought this guy was the next Guardiola. They bigged him up to that level. Like, they resurrected Ferguson, and this guy knew everything, and they're still failing. Now, I will say this defensively. I know it's crazy, but statistically, defensively, they actually have been better. They have been scoring, but they can't hold on to those goals. It's really weird. It's really weird because the last 2 ties, they are the team that scored first, but they haven't been able to hold the lead. And the thing that what I've seen from United is, apart from the players not being good enough, is the mentality they have. They score 1 goal and they act like they're 3-4-0 up.
Yep.
And then when they get hit and they get scored on, they forget how to play football. Now, against, who was it? When the team they played away, I think it was Burnley. I think it was Burnley. Yeah. I hate to say, they actually looked way better in the first half without Ronaldo than when they already fell off by the time Ronaldo even came on. So I do agree to the sense that maybe Ronaldo needs to be dropped in the Premier League. In the Champions League, different story. You can never count out Ronaldo. Ronaldo's that guy. But when it comes to the Premier League, if Rangnick can't bench this guy, who will? Because I'm thinking they brought this guy with authority that he can actually make decisions for this team, and he couldn't do that. Now, for Ronaldo, man, he's in a weird position because I don't believe they're making top 4. I think that's out of the realm. And if you're gonna say, well, he's going to leave, where is this guy gonna go? People think that PSG exists just to solve other teams' problem when they don't want them anymore. I don't think that happens, in my opinion. I don't think Ronaldo goes to PSG. So what option does that give him? He can't go to the United States because he's gonna have visa issues.
Yes.
The only team that I can see him going at this point in his career is Sporting Lisbon. The only team. Now, I wouldn't even say, I wouldn't rule out the idea that he may stay another season, even if they're not in the Champions League, because I'm trying to make it make sense that his son just signed a contract to United.
Yeah.
So why would he sign the contract?
His what?
His son.
His son signed that to United.
So why would his son sign a contract when there's a good possibility he's gonna bounce a few months later? I look, we can laugh, we can say whatever, but I think there might be an actual opportunity where we see the great Cristiano Ronaldo start balling on Thursday nights. I mean,
no. You know what?
That's there, man.
No, Ricardo, no. Because before I saw that thing with his son, I was like, oh, this guy's gonna bounce. But when I saw that, I was like, so would you want to leave your son in England with obviously your wife and so forth while you play somewhere else? Because obviously, I think the family moves around wherever they move around. So because see, when I saw that, I was like, oh, I think he wants to retire at Man United. This is where he feels, because the two places he feels close is obviously Sporting Lisbon and Man United. And I think because of his brand, basically the two destinations that he would have gone to retire with is either Sporting Lisbon or United. The reason why he's not going to go to Sporting Lisbon is you're still a lucrative brand, and it is better for your brand to associate with Man United than with Sporting Lisbon.
Look, AJ, you know what I feel like it's coming down to? Like that quote that says, you either die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain. And that's what it's starting to look like with Ronaldo. Now, I'll say this. This is my opinion. If this guy does not ball against Atletico Madrid, an opponent that he typically balls against, like these are his sons. These are his sons. If he cannot ball against Atletico, not even just Atletico, this Atletico, probably the worst Atletico we have seen in Simeone's entire career as Atletico Madrid manager, I think it might be safe to say
done.
That he's finished. And I don't say, I know United is they're no better. They're no better. But Ronaldo,
Ricardo, what if we're here on a post-match stream?
It's not gonna happen in
what? Let me just say, what if we're here on a post-match stream in June, and we're saying, how the hell did this dude just win the Champions League for Man United?
So if you want to go to that hypothetical, I would say it's greatness. I mean, it's Ronaldo, it's his competition, right? He's Mr. Champions League, as I've been told, right? So I mean, in a sense, maybe we might get that great finish, but I mean, then there's planet Earth, the one that we live on, unfortunately, not Utopia. I don't think it's happening. I don't think he's making top 4. I don't think he's winning the Champions League. And I would even put it out the realm that they don't even beat Atletico Madrid. And honestly, if he's in a sense, he might be a little grateful that Diogo Jota is actually balling, because maybe in the playoffs for the World Cup, it might not be Ronaldo.
No. Jota for Portugal is not the same for Liverpool.
You're saying Ronaldo's going to miss the World Cup?
He might.
Jota for Portugal is not the same for
He might.
Liverpool,
I'm not saying he will. I'm just saying he might, man. He might.
Yeah, so but Ricardo, Jota for Portugal is not the same for Liverpool.
He's the guy.
True.
I'm just saying.
So Nish says just coming. So Nish, talk to me. Cristiano disaster class. People are saying that he's finished. I say he's not. He's going to win the UCL. And United, do you think these guys? Do you think the season is over after this another draw again?
All right. Here's the thing with Ronaldo. It's hard to say because, I mean, you look at the stats. He's still Man U's top scorer, I believe. So, I mean, it's hard to make a judgment. Huh?
It didn't hard. It didn't hard, by the way, to be their top scorer.
That's true. But yeah, it's hard to really assess where he is right now. The past few games, he's been trash. But the thing about the Champions League is he's Mr. Champions League, as they say, and the Champions League is a competition where any club, any player can redeem themselves. And I know that, especially as a Chelsea fan, it really redeems. It can redeem you in any situation you're in. I mean, we talked about Messi before as well. He's struggling as well in Ligue 1. And I think the Champions League this season is going to be really special for both of them to say what's up. Yeah, it's
Nishi,
I guess we'll see.
Nishi, sorry to interrupt you. Just on the talk on Messi, can you just answer a quick question?
Nishi, you don't have to answer.
No, it's okay. He's new to the channel. How many goals does Messi have in Liga on this season?
6.
I have no idea. I mean,
No,
I don't
six,
really care
like,
about that.
It's 7. He has 7 goals.
I think he have 10.
Yeah. We don't know how many.
I heard it was 60.
We don't know how many.
What's your point?
No. Just it's just a question. I'm just how many?
I have no idea. Like you're gonna have to.
Don't listen.
I know he's not been doing well.
Nishu, ignore him.
Anyway, the thing is,
ignore him and just carry on.
Carry on, Nishu. Go on.
I'm pretty sure Messi almost has the same amount.
So the
of
Champions
assists
League is
as
a
Ronaldo.
competition for Ronaldo to redeem himself. I also think it's a competition for Man U to redeem themselves. To be honest, in 2022, I don't really see them as a relevant club, with all due respect to them. And I know they have a great history and everything, but in 2022, we have to deal with reality. Nowadays, they're just a brand, drama off the pitch, lots of things. They still make big sales, but performances on the pitch have been lackluster since Sir Alex Ferguson left. So, and it's hard to really understand where the blame lies. I think maybe it's a mentality thing at the club. Maybe the ownership. Maybe it lies with them, because I remember when Ole got sacked, the statement that they released, they tried to sugarcoat it. They tried to frame it as if it was like a mutual part ways thing, and it just didn't seem like realistic for a big club to frame it that way. Because I remember when Chelsea sacked Lampard, they made it very clear that Lampard's performances and the results were not good enough. They made it clear that Abramovich wasn't happy. So I think the mentality at the club might be a problem. The players are not that good. They tend to be overrated a lot, overhyped. So yeah, I think the club is in a weird transition period. They still haven't fully recovered from Fergie leaving.
Okay.
So
okay.
yeah, that's where I am. I don't know if they're gonna make top 4, because Wolves, Spurs, Arsenal are all in the hunt.
So actually, that's what everyone. So Rob, you're a Spurs fan. So you look at United and so on. Obviously, you look at your boys as well, Spurs in there. Because many people are saying that, and I think this is even what Jamal said, that United will get top 4 because Arsenal and Tottenham will flop and will mess up their games.
Yeah, they're trash.
Now, do you believe as a Spurs fan that nope, you're in the strongest position to actually gain top 4 based on the amount of games in hand that you have, or do you think your boys will somehow find a way to flop? And United will get top 4?
You don't know, because United have also been terrible. And you also have West Ham and Wolves who are in the top 4 race, you could say. Especially West Ham, because they're above everyone. But I think that there is a chance, because United have been really bad in the last few games, or ever since Ralph Rangnick came in.
Do you believe you'll get top 4? Top Spurs?
Yes, it's possible with consistency, and if the key players aren't injured, then it will most likely happen.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Sumasi, your view on this whole United thing and CR37, should he go into early retirement, or is he going to ball and lead them to a UCL?
I hope I have success. I'm Ronaldo. I'm basically Ronaldo fan, so free Ronaldo from this club. They have Manchester United have no structure in recruitment. They don't know what they want to play. The owners suck. The board should be fired immediately. In the key positions, Manchester United have finance guys. Okay, they don't know anything about football. That's why they always lose. They need a whole new. They need either new owners or a new board and new heads of department in recruitment and scouting and so on. Because there's no way they're gonna win anything if that goes on.
Can I ask
They at
Messi a
least
question?
need 5 years.
So Messi,
Okay?
that's like 10 decades of work, man.
I don't care. They need to if they want to win anything. It's such a shame. They are such a big, great club and they can't get it together. It's a shame. By the way, if I were Ronaldo, I would leave. I would leave this cursed club. Okay?
Wait, somebody in the chat asked you, would you swap Cristiano with Lewandowski since his contract is kind of... Would you swap Cristiano with Lewandowski since you're a big fan?
Oh, God. I can't.
No,
I love him, but I can't.
Why not?
Yeah,
Is there a reason?
If they
Swap
put the crosses
Lewandowski for
in,
Cristiano.
he would
Are you
score
on
more.
crack?
Okay? They don't put any crosses in.
Oh man.
No. Look, if anybody that swaps, and again, Cristiano is my guy. Anybody that swaps Cristiano for Lewandowski needs to be admitted.
Wait, has
into
Lewandowski,
hell.
have they reached an agreement yet with his contract situation? Or
Still no.
no? Still no?
I hope they get it together. The contract for Serge Gnabry is ready. There's an agreement, but that's not signed yet. And Lewandowski, because he's so old, Bayern just do a 1 year agreement. If
Bayern
you
are
still
finished,
can
man.
ball, we give you 1 year. And then
It is-
the next 1 year agreement. So for Thomas Müller and everybody over 30, they get just 1 year agreement. So we don't know if he wants to say yes. I think he wants a longer yes.
Wait, Gatlock.
Your HH, can you please pull up Mbani's comments? The recent one just now.
Oh God, why?
Oh man.
Oh, just wow. A banning, man.
Wait.
So this guy just went to Bayern to help them lose.
Yes. I knew it.
You have guys for the
We're never welcome, Bingo Barney. We're never welcome.
No. Now you see that now that he has left, probably Bayern will go back to winning with it.
Yes.
Think about it. He left and Lukaku scored 2 goals. 2 goals.
That's true.
Chelsea won the trophy.
King of money. Can you please stay away from Chelsea, please? please stay away from Chelsea.
By the way, Bayern needs to buy 2 center backs in the summer. I don't care. Buy the Liga, I don't care.
No. The
Because
Liga is coming to Chelsea.
their defense sucks.
Wait, hold on. So QC8, thank you for the draw. QC8 says PCR 37 tests negative for goals and assists in 2022.
That's funny.
His name is Omicron.
Wait, no, relax.
Relax.
We're not doing that. QC8 says United fans thought C. or Kelly.
Oh, you can't say that.
I mean, guys. We're moving. We're going to move on.
He was proven innocent in a court, just saying.
I wish Yasser was here.
Okay.
Wait, he was proven innocent?
I'm going to go to Casey. So
yes, he was proven innocent in the court.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
So why is he coming to
Casey?
the
So Casey says, before the Messi slander by his biggest victims, he has 15 goals and assists in 20 games. Not his fault that unlike CR37, aka Spitinaldo, oh God, his game is much more than goals. Magpies, are you hearing that? You bloody hates, are you hearing that?
So
Much
I'm
more
still,
than goals.
I'm still recovering from previous comments, so I didn't hear what was just said.
No, you don't need to. You don't need to. Casey again says hashtag. Wait, no, what was that?
I think he means Wolfsburg.
Wolfsburg won the league in 2009. Klopp 9 trophies. Overrated.
Keep hating, man. Keep hating.
Yeah, come on, don't hate.
Is that the same club that
The Dortmund team in 11-12 was great.
No, that's amazing. That's amazing. Hold on. Wait, Bran, your boy. Let me just read this down. I'll come to you. Bran says, HH, your hero CR37 is freezing himself for World Cup 2026. Is that the one in America?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
He's not allowed in America.
2030.
But he's allowed in Mexico and Canada.
So he's also played in Canada and Mexico.
He'll basically miss them.
So you're just playing Mexico and Canada, not the USA.
We don't want
But the knockout games are in the US. So the knockout games.
Imagine. No, Portugal. Imagine Portugal reached the final. You know the final is, I think, in Texas or somewhere.
Yeah,
is it New Jersey?
So imagine Portugal reached the final and he can't play it.
No. Okay, this may sound sick. Just hear me. This may sound sick.
Well, actually,
no, hold on, just hold up. So let's say they get to the final, and Cristiano, he's so desperate to play in the final, he'll basically plead guilty to all charges.
Oh.
After he wins, they'll basically throw him in prison.
You know that wouldn't be out of the bomb. That's something Ronaldo would do for glory.
Oh, geez.
But that wouldn't Ronaldo be about 40 something in 2026?
No. After he'll be like in an orange jumpsuit, like in tears, crying.
Jamal, isn't
but he will be a World Cup winner, by the way. He will risk it all for the World Cup. Ronaldo will do that. The guy will go in jail and risk it all for that World Cup.
I'm saying, okay, you know what? That's messed up. Okay, let's keep going. So Ricky Ricks says, HH, people are saying, CR37 has frozen himself to play the 2016 World Cup, and we should not expect any goals from him until then. Is this true? This might be true.
Is he going to be the Captain America?
No. Do you know why that? I truly believe that if Cristiano is able to, he will play in the 2050-2060 World Cup. Because I think Cristiano, I believe that he will not retire until he wins the World Cup.
HH, can I bring a point to that real quick about Cristiano?
Of course.
Is that yes, I say?
I watched a video where you talk about Mbappe and Haaland, and they won't be Messi and Ronaldo. It was you, man. And he said they won't be the new Messi and Cristiano rivalry. And then you said if Mbappe ever closes down Ronaldo's goal record, you said he's going to come out of retirement in a wheelchair and like score a couple tap-ins. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Do you really believe that, or was that just a joke? Or...
He will. I really believe that. If Cristiano says that,
how would they let him on the field though? He'd be like,
he's crazy. He will do it. Trust me.
As Master just said, like you're dealing with a madman. Cristiano, whether he has to have a Zimmer frame or that pissing thing that you use to help you piss or so forth that you can carry, he will do that in order to play that game. Trust me.
Would you consider that dud? Would that be dud then?
Yes. No. It won't be dud. It will be like call the authorities because I'm like, this guy is risking his life.
Is that yes?
So no, that's not dud. That's like help. That's like SOS.
Is that yes? Saeed talking, HH?
Let's talk about Cristiano.
Is that Saeed talking? There's someone that spoke like yes, Saeed. Who was that? Was it Suleiman? Suleiman, can you talk?
No one's speaking like yes.
Wait, Suleiman, can you say something?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about Cristiano real quick, but I don't
think this guy. This guy sounds just like yes, Saeed, man.
No.
Is my mic that bad? Is it that bad?
Okay, wait. Let me bring in your boy who says, no game, red pill studio. Where's the trophies? 0 in 6. Messi's, picture of the cut.
HH, I just want to tell you. So you're saying that the only way for someone to break Ronaldo's record, this guy would have to die? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
Okay, so I sent you something on Twitter. I sent you something on Twitter, and I don't think even death is gonna stop this guy. I was wondering maybe you can share the video because this is what's gonna happen.
The
No,
preference
he's gonna like
footballer would be
resurrect himself.
Messi's talent.
Ricardo, I can't share that. I'm sorry.
Wait,
Ricardo.
it's a YouTube video.
Ricardo, I can't. No, I can't. No,
To be honest,
even if I was allowed to, I just saw the headline and I Ricardo. That's
No, just play the video, man.
No,
Just
Ricardo, no.
HH, let me speak on Pinaldo, man. Let me speak on.
Wait, hold, Delta, relax. Let me just get his jobs. Relax. Your boy Casey says Tim's hashtag Chovid epitomizes Benzema's comments on goals, assists, covering up crap performances. Both were so bad. Chelsea Palmeiras are the worst continental winners. Now relax while I build up for Barca's huge Europa League game against Napoli. Oh, Casey, good luck in Casey. We're gonna shine our Club World Cup, and you're gonna focus on Europa League. It's like Casey, relax. They're levels. Chelsea.
When's the treble coming by the way? When's the
Barca
treble?
here.
When's the treble by the way?
I know. Barca are down here. Like,
No, we get it. Yeah, we get it.
Times change. I know. Like, I mean, like we've like Casey. We've done the Europa League. That's like in the past. We're like world champions. Like, so basically, like there's world champions. There's like Europa League. So we're like international. You're like local.
This man needs a receipt to humble.
There's like levels. You know.
Nah, this man needs a receipt to humble.
Casey Dory, I'll tell you what a world champion looks like. I can show the little trophy. If you want.
Don't make me play a receipt of you.
Like Casey, have you seen a world?
Is that your white voice, Ichich? Is that your white voice?
Jamal, I have many white voices, so you need them in a white man's world. From Jose Mario dos Santos Morini. Hey, Jose, what's up, man? Jose is here, man. CR37 is finito, but the issue is the board. There is no plan. When Jose left, Ole took a squad that was well trained but unhappy. Changed the mood. Ole made it a holiday camp. Now see the results. Players are confused. This is key.
Yep.
These players, wait, hold on. No, these players are a bunch of pampered, pompous dudes. They never wanted Ole to be sacked. Trust me, these players were happy with Ole. They never wanted to be sacked because Ole, bro, from what I heard, Ole didn't even take training. Ole just said, "Oh, whatever, do." Now, imagine going from how long was Ole was there for? What, 2 years, 2 seasons maybe? Going from do whatever you want, chill out, to now you can sell rigorous training, lots of running, lots of fitness, going back and forth very intensively. And these guys can't hack it. Which is why I wanted to say to Magpies that should you maybe put it's weird. Do you put more blame on Ralph? Because as a manager, you have to maybe adapt to the players that you have, or maybe the blame is on who chose Ralph. Because when you're interviewing a manager will say, "This is my philosophy. This is how I want the team to play." And you should know that. Do we have the players to make the team play this way, or do we have the funds to give the players to play that way? Because Ralph is like, "Well, I'm coming in with a vision of playing, and this is how I want my team to play." So the people hiring them is that, do this, because these players clearly don't know how to play ragdoll effectively.
It's interesting because if you watch Rafa's first interview for the club, he does say that, listen, I'm not going to be able to, in approximately 6 months, I'm not going to be able to turn this team from a team that basically can't run to a team that's like Olympic sprinters in 6 months. That's why you have a pre-season. That's why you get some players, etc. It's the same thing with, I'm sure Jamal agreed, when Klopp came to Liverpool.
Yeah.
You weren't automatically sprinting and pressing and stuff like that. You need time to basically implement that. So the issue, I think, would be more so with the United board, presumably, because as far as they're concerned, they just wanted, I don't think, personally, I think that they just wanted someone to come in and do a job. I think they have their own agenda, because the impression I'm getting is that Ralph was probably given the assumption that he was going to have control. And then, having been there, it's like, oh, no, you're not going to have control. Because Ralph actually dropped, in previous games, Ralph has dropped Ronaldo. He's dropped Maguire. He's dropped Rashford. And then, a couple of games later, he brings them back in. So you're like,
okay, so you think that there is pressure to play Rashford and Cristiano?
Yeah, because I'm thinking that he's dropped them, but it's like he has dropped those players. He's dropped them, but then they come back in, and it's like, is that Ralph,
or is that someone knocking on his office, on his door, being like, "Don't you dare do that again, because we have a commodity we're supposed to do. You're not going to be in the summer." So, because rather than giving, I don't get the impression from him that he's a guy that like takes BS. Like he would just do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
So it sounds like he's probably being, because any manager would drop, like, say, Harry Maguire, for example. The guy is a complete and total brick, and he dropped him for 2 games, and now he's back in, and you're like, but how though? But why? It doesn't make sense. You dropped him, and now he's back. So that's the only thing I can think of. There's clearly something behind the scenes where, like, and maybe this is what I think Ricardo was saying, where this club seems to be run more like a media business, social media type thing, where you have to play the players that are on high wages, that have Instagram followers and so on, than actually like the best players going forward.
No, because again, like, let's just focus on those two, Rashford and Cristiano. Cristiano is one of the most popular athletes in the world, has the most followers on Instagram. Rashford is known for what he did with feeding poor kids in the UK and so forth, and he has a freaking MBE. So these are guys that are great for the brand. So what they'll say is, for our brand, we can't have a Rashford warming the bench. We can't have that. Yeah. For Cristiano, based on just how popular this guy is, like, I was watching this program. Actually, it's funny. This was I was watching this program, and they were interviewing Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. Like, this is like like one of the sons, and he has like this podcast, and they ask, "Oh, who do you most like on your podcast?" And this guy is 24, so he's young, but he said, "Oh, I'd want Cristiano Ronaldo on my podcast because think that he's American, so he's way away from." So, but in his mind, as a guy living in America and so forth, he says that like Cristiano Ronaldo for him is like the greatest sports person ever, and so like he's like the greatest player ever. So so on a global basis, you have a guy who is seen as the greatest player ever. It isn't a good look to have him on the bench.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you're almost stuck between a rock and a hard place, because you have a guy who clearly can't play the very intensive football that Rangnick wants to play, and a guy who, if he doesn't score, doesn't contribute to how
I'll be controversial. I don't think Oli wanted Ronaldo back at the club either. I don't
No,
think
he didn't.
I think that he was pressured because it was the opportunity. Well, okay, the fear of him maybe going to City potentially, but I think the board themselves like, whoa, we have an opportunity of a brand. The fans at the time at United were very unhappy. So hey, we can get the fans on side, make them happy by Ronaldo coming, and we can do something good for our brand. It's a win-win. But I don't.
But see, Marcus, let me be real. Let me not be fake, because I've always kept the same energy. People, I think, even when people say, "Oh man, would you still keep Cristiano?" and so forth, I still think Cristiano is a sensible purchase. But United should have had Conte. If United had Conte is a short-term manager. And this is what I said to Nix. I said this to Nix like months ago. I said, bro, and this was before, this was on the day. So as we're filming when Rangnick was announced. And I said to Nix that my advice, get Conte. Because Conte is a short-term 2-year manager. So by the time Conte does his 2 years, you've in those 2 years figured out who your long-term guy is. Because what Conte is, he will maximize Cristiano. Because Cristiano is going to give you 2 years, and hopefully that's it. Because you can't be playing a 39-year-old. But Cristiano will build a team that is pragmatic and plays to a finisher, because he's old school. So he will be able to, he'll make Cristiano super effective. Say, let's just play to the strengths of a cold-blooded finisher. But what you now have is a guy who wants guys to run and guys to be fully mobile. And Cristiano, this guy, he can't run. And he can't keep up with the speed that Rangnick wants. So Conte made more sense. But again, United, because everyone says, okay, you're getting a director of football who is going to come in as an interim guy. Okay, but surely he has to get you top 4. So, but the assumption was, oh yeah, no, it's fine. He'll get you top 4. What if he doesn't? Oh no, he will. But what if he doesn't? Because I still think United get top 4. But in the scenario that Arsenal and Spurs don't mess up, and United don't get top 4, I mean, that's a disaster. But we'll see.
Can you say something?
Yeah, go for it.
Boy, Church, I
I'm
was.
huge,
So Samasi and
huge
then they call Samasi.
Jose Mourinho fan. So every time they loses, Jose Mourinho is proven bad. If they backed him with the players, he would have gotten them a lot more trophies than now. If they if the Cristiano
Bro, if they
Ronaldo
signed
better,
Ronaldo in 2018, they would have done better.
Well, no, but I think Samasi has a because Mourinho always said that. He said that his greatest achievement, because people always remember that whole thing. He said his greatest achievement was finishing second during that. I think it was a 100-point season that United had or something. And with each season that goes through, people are like, was Mourinho really so bad? Because the notion was, once Mourinho leaves, hey, these guys were first because Mourinho was the bad guy. He was the guy that was letting things down. Now, Mourinho wasn't great. He deserves some blame. But when you look back at it and say, wait a minute, it's the issues are real. And my thing with these United guys is, so if Rangnick doesn't work, you're not going to get another guy. What if that guy doesn't work? What if that guy doesn't work? So just keep on just going through a Rolodex of managers until you get one that can get this players to win a trophy. Okay, wait. Let me just take these jobs and then we'll move. So Jenny Tools. Jenny. Jenny Tulls.
Nah, you already fell for it. You already fell for it.
You absolute ass. You absolute ass. I didn't say it. You absolute
You went so hard on it as well.
Screw you. No, HH. I'm buying you the CR7 Europa League jersey fully on me. I don't want anything from you, you bloody clown prick. Case says Hassan Hutel. Manu can only press for 30 minutes. Wait, did he really say this?
Yes, he said something like that United can press for that long.
And that's because I've always said, what is it that United?
That they basically can track back as well.
Yeah, but then I say they look really good like in the first half. Then these guys, they always tire. Like in every game, when it gets to the second half, they just completely just can't play. Like,
and that's Rangnick's fault, right? That's Rangnick's fault because he pushes these guys. Like these guys aren't built for that type of pressing system, or they're not used to it. So
no, but see, Suman, I want to go a level high. You say it's Rangnick's fault. I say it's the guy who hired Rangnick, because when a manager comes, this is my philosophy. This is how I want to. You don't hire a guy to coach your team when you don't say, okay, what is your philosophy? This is your philosophy. Okay, these players that we have, can they? If let's say I was doing the hiring and Rangnick said I want to play high intensive football, I'm like, Rangnick, no, because we have to play Cristiano because he's our most valuable asset, so we have to play him.
Wait, actually, I have a question.
Chelsea do that with Tuchel exactly though. It wasn't Tuchel going to Tuchel was not like a pragmatic five at the back manager before he came to Chelsea, but the reason he went to Chelsea and he played that way was because he wanted the captain to play. He wanted Azpilicueta to play, and he knew that the only way that Azpilicueta plays is with a back five. So that's why he changed the way he plays for Chelsea.
No, that's bro. As Azpilicueta having to play isn't the same as Cristiano Ronaldo having to play. You don't have to play Azpilicueta. You have to play one of the most famous sports athletes in the world.
Wait, I have a question, HH. So you said, isn't Ralf Rangnick like his main, like he's only here for an interim? He's supposed to be upstairs as a sporting director, but isn't he also part of the people that are choosing the next manager that are like for? So is he also going to choose a manager that has like his same idea of football, like high pressing, high intensity?
And here's the thing. You see, here's the thing. So this is when I was on the series because
I would say sell them all.
No. But here's the thing. Someone said my thing was the whole idea of this guy is okay. United want to have a very strong footballing philosophy, which they've not had. To have that, you have to build a team that coincides with that football philosophy. But this is just why this is so stupid. The kind of if Rangnick wants that philosophy, Cristiano doesn't work for it because he's too old. This football that he plays are for 25-year-olds, 26-year-olds, guys in their 20s or in their early 30s, guys who can run because it's a very high energy kind of football. But
it's not just Ronaldo though. It's like Maguire. He doesn't fit the system because he lacked
Everybody who's over 50 should be sold and buy young players who fit the system. End of it.
No, and that's the thing. But okay, let me just finish these dubs and then we'll come to this because other guys haven't spoken. Wingbody says, "I'm glad I didn't officially join Bayern. Sule trash. Wingbody, I don't want you anywhere near Chelsea. I want you to stay away from Chelsea, please." Daddy Oos, thank the dub. Insane how Messi grabbed United twice with 0 outrage. Thank you for that, Daddy Oos, man. Thank you, bro. Kelvin Tahiro, thank you for the dub, man. CR7 is an underwear model. Cavani looks like Taverns. CR37 is finished without tap-ins. Cavani has more holidays than scores goals for United. Oh dear. Let me come to. Well, I said I'll come to Delta. Delta, talk to me about this whole thing, man.
Dude, I think like for the most rational part Ronaldo needs to do is announce his retirement. Like honestly, like he's done more harm than good to this United team. I mean, over the past.
Why say that's when he's been bowling for them in the Champions League?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about what's happening in the past 3 to 4 months. I mean, he's been missing open goals, misses penalties. He lost his speed, doesn't consistently make runs, get in the way of his teammates, can't hold up play, always offside, and he's never in the right places in the box. He only has 1 non-penalty goal since Rangnick was hired 2 months ago. I mean, him and Maguire have been the worst players since Rangnick took over. Did you see him going for that overhead kick in the FA Cup? Dude, like CR Kelly needs to stop going for those Hollywood goals, man. He just needs to stick in the penalty box business. I mean, honestly, this guy is trying to like bring it back in like 2014. This dude is washed up. He's almost 40. He needs to like think about retirement already. I don't know why people will still talk about his name and mention him among the best players in the world. I was for one shocked when I saw him in the FIFA Best, the lineup. When they showed it was him, Lewandowski, Haaland, and Messi. I was shocked Ronaldo was there. Where was Salah? This Salah was better than Ronaldo. What was going on over there? And
Salah was
speaking
better
about
than Messi.
Yeah, nobody asked you though. But speaking about his move to United, look, did you let's remember it wasn't Man City that was his first option. It was Real Madrid. Adu, one of his closest friend, said he wanted to move to Real Madrid. It was Real Madrid before anything. So to say like United got him because of like Man City, I don't think Man City was his first option. He's a Real Madrid legend, and he wanted to move back to Real Madrid because I think he deeply regrets leaving in 2018.
But we know he's finished. Our president,
Papa
Perez
he's
knows
finished
everything that's going on. He knows that Ronaldo's finished.
Yeah, that's why he wanted to move back to Real Madrid. He couldn't take like all these mediocre players around him. He wanted to play with Modric.
So hold on, Delta. So you're saying that he should retire now before the Champions League games against Atleti?
Let me tell you right now, 9 times out of 10, he's going blank both legs. I don't see him scoring against Atletico. If you can't score against Burnley, if you can't score against Southampton,
No. But Delta, that's not how football works. There are guys who raise their game based on the opposition and based on the competition. And for a guy who has already scored goals and winning goals for United in this Champions League and is a Champions League top scorer, you can't rule him out scoring against Atleti. No, Premier League.
Well, I mean,
it's the one team that you can't say that he won't score against.
Yeah, like Ricardo, he was talking about like saying this is the one time that if he doesn't score against Atletico, then he's finished. I already think he's finished, but I guess he meant it would be plain obvious that if he goes blank against Atletico, then it's over for him. I think he should retire tomorrow, honestly. Like if you're asking me,
Jesus Christ, man.
I think he should be done.
PSG, can I ask a question, PSG Delta, if that's okay?
Yeah, what did you want to ask, man?
How many goals does a certain Argentine have in Uber Eats? That's the question.
What does this discussion have to do with Messi, though?
It's just because you said that like if you can't, your rationale is if Ronaldo can't score, presumably against Burnley.
Well, he can't do anything, just not scoring though. He really can't do anything. It's like a robot, man. Can't control. I've gone over.
My logic is that if for example, if Messi. It would take the same logic. If Messi isn't scoring goals against like certain French farmers, then we can't obviously translate that to the Champions League or system. So they're 2 different competitions. So they can, You know what I mean? Like it doesn't necessarily.
Yeah. I get your idea about saying the Champions League is different from the
Yeah.
Liga or the Premier League,
Yeah.
but it was only the group stage, and I see him getting worse and worse every game. If you notice what's been happening with him for the past 3 months, 4 months, he's getting worse every game. His performances aren't staying the same or getting better. It's worse. So, yeah, for me, I'll just leave it there.
Wait, also, Zouma, talk to me. Sia, 37
It's
United.
really sad
I'll
to
first
watch
also
him. It's like I watch this guy and I just think, when did this guy become a striker? Like he plays like he doesn't know what to do in the position that he's playing. I could play up front for these guys and I could know what I'm doing better than Cristiano. It seems like he doesn't know how to play the damn position. Like he goes back to defend, and like he's in his own box to defend an open play in the 90th minute. I don't know like what he's doing. He needs to be an outlet. He doesn't understand that the striker position needs to have discipline. He's not disciplined enough to be a striker. Like you need to be disciplined that's where Cavani is disciplined, where he knows that he's gonna have to run. He's gonna have to work hard. You might not get many chances, but when you do, you have to put it in. Cristiano is so lazy with his chances now. The chance that he missed today in the open goal where the defender cleared it off the line, like normally, like 28-year-old Cristiano, even 35-year-old Cristiano smashes that into the bottom corner. But he's so lazy now, like because he thinks, oh, I'm striker, I'll get so many chances, ha ha ha. Like that's not how it works. It's you have to be disciplined and think, oh wait, I have to work, I have to pressure, and when that chance comes, I have to get the ball and put it in. Not I want to search for chances. The chances come to you. I don't think he understands that. He's trying to make things for himself. That's why I think that Cavani has to be the striker for Manchester United, because he's the only one that understands what the striker position even means. Ronaldo doesn't know what it means to be a striker. He's always wanting to. Like,
he's always injured though, and is out.
That's the thing. But that's the thing. Why not just play Rashford at striker? Because I mean, if Rangnick, because Rashford, like at least Rashford. No, I know Rashford's bad. But the thing with Rashford is that Rashford is a very limited player. It's not like he's a bad finisher. When he needs to finish, he'll finish. We saw that against Brentford. When he gets the chance, he'll get it done. And when you saw, and Rangnick plays him on the right now because of that, you simplify his game a little bit. Now he's shockingly bad on the right as well. But because he doesn't create anything, but if you just give him a chance, you'll score. So, and that's what you need from your striker. You don't need him to go to the ball all the time, because Rashford won't pressure, but it's not like Ronaldo's pressuring either, right? So it's where you just say, like, that's where his position is. And why not just play Ronaldo on the left wing like he always has played? That's where he's always played. You play him there because he plays there for Real Madrid. He played there for Juventus.
Left wing?
Or left forward, whatever that position is. It's left forward. He doesn't play as striker. A left forward can actually try to get the ball and shoot from weird angle and try to go for weird like cut inside and shooting. That's what Cristiano likes to do. Or he can go in for a cross on the right side. You overload the right side with Sancho and Dallo. You get crosses in from that side. Use Rashford to get the two center backs, because Cristiano doesn't know how to play against two center backs. That's why he's struggling. Ben Mee and what's his name? Not Ben Mee. The two Burnley center backs. That's I don't even remember their names, but they completely pocketed him. That's why if you play him on left forward, he only has one defender to go against.
Ronaldo needs another striker for him to be effective.
Exactly.
Yes.
Dude, no. Wait. He had Cavani, man. You gotta calm down.
He plays better when he actually has Cavani.
He plays better with Cavani. Exactly.
He can't be. Cristiano Ronaldo is not a striker.
Yeah, he played with Benzema. He played with Morata.
Because that position is a specialist kind of position. You have to know how to play that position of a lone striker, which is what Cavani used to do during his Napoli days. So, but it goes back to the original issue where Greenwood, it is what it is. That just happened.
That should have been the striker.
No, yeah, or even playing. But my thing though is, you now look at the situation with
Sorry, so I know you're making a point in change, but to be fair, like which striker, like just as a general question, which number one, which striker in the Premier League this season has actually even said what's up in the first place? Has any?
There are some. Like there's one or two in the
Jamie Vardy.
Yeah,
no.
not
Vardy's
really. There was Mikel Antonio.
No, wait, but isn't Vardy like third or second or third on scoring charts in the
We're
Premier
talking
League?
about Ronaldo.
Is he really?
We are talking about
First
Ronaldo.
is Salah, second is Jota,
Exactly.
No, yeah, exactly.
And who's
Jota,
third?
Jota's a striker.
Jota's not really
third is
number 9.
Sterling.
He's sort of a striker.
Oh wow.
Eh.
So my point is that I'm not. We obviously are talking about
Vardy
Ronaldo,
is
but
fifth.
at the same time, like I'm just looking at all the traditional Inco number 9s, like the Harry Kanes, the Lukakus, the Vardys, the Ronaldos, and so on. Like none of them particularly stepped up really this season. So is it more just the nature of number 9s this season, like, or is it just?
No, but Ronaldo's never played number 9 before. Is the thing.
I think he played number 9 for Portugal, though.
He doesn't really play number
Okay,
9 for
before you move
Portugal.
on,
I
It's
think he
very
did.
flexible. It's not
Because
really
they play
a
with
striker.
Hold on. So wait, Gatlo, what do you even say, Gatlo?
No, like come to me last before you move on to this.
Yeah, but I have just one more thing
I'll
to say.
something at the end.
I just need to share something here. It's something about Larry Maguire. There is a video on
He
YouTube.
needs
I
to
won't
get
show
out.
it. I won't show the video. Like obviously, I won't play the video.
Yeah.
But like, I'll just show that it exists, right? Wait, no, this is the wrong one. This one over. Here. Yeah, this one. Yeah, just look at this. The fact that it's just make it look big. Yeah. Oh. Like, oh, sorry.
Was that planned?
Oh my god, the best.
Does anyone have anything else to
Oh, man.
and Barry, your thoughts on CR?
He just dunked on you.
I mean, we can allow me to mark this.
Wait, Barry, your thoughts on CR 37?
Free was the student, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be quick because we have
Yeah.
other topics too. But yeah, I'm not gonna go as overboard as my guy at PSG Delta did. I'm not gonna say that he needs to retire and he's a. I have too much respect for him to say that he's a completely useless brick and everything. But what I'm gonna say is that like I think everybody said pretty much what it had to say. Like he's not a world class player anymore, you know. But he's a world class finisher, and when you have this type of ability of finishing, you always need him in your squad, you know. And I do agree that Premier League, maybe you're gonna need to drop him at sometimes because he's very ineffective in the Premier League nowadays. But Champions League, I mean, even though he's 75 years old, you're always gonna need him. He's Mr. Champions League, and he has proven time and time again that he's a reliable person to count on during big Champions League games. So I don't believe they're gonna drop him because the brand, the name, and what he represents to the eye of the people. But yeah, I think everybody said pretty much what had to be said.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
we can move on.
Gatlock, I'm not coming to you because you laughed.
Oh, come on, man. No.
My God,
What do you mean? What do you mean by
Almost
come on?
laughed, man.
What
Come on.
Nigerian? I thought you had my back, and you were the guy that laughed the loudest. So
that caught me off guard.
Okay, Gatlock, what nonsense do you want to say? Be brief.
Okay.
What do you want to say?
It's mostly about both of them. You see, I hate to say this, and I know this sounds evil and bad, but CR7's decline it brings a smile to my face a little bit because I'm tired. I'm tired of these guys. Like seeing him and Messi flop is really nice. So it just shows that their end is coming, and you've given us a good ride. We appreciate what you've done throughout the years. You've done with the football, but please fuck off. Okay, I'm tired. Like you guys can. No, I'm sorry. You guys can get out. Like I'm tired of their fanboys. I'm tired of both of them. I need the new era of football. Okay, I'm tired of these guys. Okay, they can get out. Okay. So CR7, you had your good run. I can't. It's hard to insult a guy who has won so many in his career same as Messi, except the World Cup. So I have no grudge against them, and it just shows that the end is coming for both of them. Their bad performances just shows that the end is coming for both of them, and I want to see the new era. You guys have had a good run, and thank you, but you guys can go now. Thank you. All right.
Hey man, I mean,
Okay,
Messi,
wait, hold
Messi
on, wait,
retirement
hold
isn't
on. I
coming
need to
any
say, hold
soon,
on,
man.
hold up. So your boy Casey says, first Wabudu, now Wasasuna. Hashtag half slow.
Free Wasasuna, man. Free Wasasuna.
No comments. Hamza talks about, thank you, bro. Ron has been like this all season, but the goals covered it up. These are facts. These are
Wait,
facts.
but HH, if you
It's been
say
like this
that
for so many
was
seasons.
your Mbappe video yesterday doesn't make sense, you know.
Was it?
If you agree with what Hamza said, then your video about Mbappe yesterday doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Mbappe yesterday was
Yeah,
kind of
Mbappe wasn't good yesterday, man.
Yeah, so like, you know, you gotta have consistency.
Wait, let me bring in the boy Mina Messenger, man. He says, these clubs have conditioning coaches too. It's not Ralph's fault that they are tired. I want to say that I am sick and tired of people blaming the coach. It's always the coach, always. So guys, we're gonna
Wait, can I
move
say one
things-
last thing, AJ, before we move on?
Okay, one last thing. Brief.
One last thing. It's going to be very brief. Trust me, it's going to be very brief.
I have hope. The number one football analyst on planet Earth insulted, chastised, and embarrassed Eden Jeremiah Hazard because of his crimes against football.
So we're moving on.
Wait.
Damn.
We need to finish off the. Wait, Sullivan did make his point.
That's moving on briefly. Sorry, whatever. Let's move on briefly. Zouma.
Oh no.
Zouma and the cat. Zouma and the cat. So, guys, obviously, we've not really had a discussion about this as a Hangout group. But in case you don't know, this was the big news happening this week. So, Zouma kicked his pet cat, Felix the cat, and slapped him. All the cats were taken away by RSPCA. And people in the UK, because they rate pets highly, have said that Zouma should be sacked, he should lose his job, and he faces 4 years in maximum state prison in France. So these are all the different things happening with Zouma, and people have criticized your boy Moyes, who continues to include him in the match day squad. So I want to come to Gatlock with this one. Gatlock, what's your thoughts on this whole cat thing, man? And how people have been reading Zoom about this cat. I mean, do you think that Felix the cat was mistreated and we are fighting for Felix the cat's rights?
Okay. When I heard about this stuff, I really didn't care. But
hold up! You don't
no.
You don't care about Felix the cat? What the heck?
No. I didn't care because I didn't really think it was a big deal. But then I went to watch the what they call it, the video. And I felt it was a bit harsh what he did to the cat. I mean, the cat didn't do anything to you, but I mean, I don't know why. And stupidity of it, I don't know why you recorded it. It's like, I don't get it. It makes no sense. It's stupidity on Zuma's part. I can't blame his kid because he's a kid. So I give him the pass of, what do you call it? Lack of knowledge or whatever it's called. So for him, it was crap what he did to the cat, but the fallout of it, I just don't get it, because Adidas are pulling out. People are saying do not. You see, I have a lot of respect for Moyes even before what he's been doing lately, because you can see Moyes wants to win. He doesn't care. He in his mind, he's like, bro, I need to win because
he needs his points. He needs his points.
No, because he's like, with you idiots and your sentiments, I'm the one that's going to get sacked if I don't get the results. So I'm sorry if he's available, I'm playing him. And that's facts, man. Because it's like people, I think, I don't know, some people criticize Tuchel against, I think, whoever you guys drew against recently. One time when he dropped Lukaku, saying that because of the whole interview stuff, this one feels worse. So that kind of shows you like the guy didn't care, although Tuchel's one was more towards him. So I understand why he did that one. But still, man. Now for Chelsea fans that gets on him, I don't understand he's not your player anymore. So like you don't need to bother yourself with him. Look, I think the fallout is harsh. If he needs to be punished for animal cruelty, fine. Although, I mean, if the only people that I feel that can say anything about this is vegetarians, okay?
Yeah.
Because if you are not vegetarian, I'm pretty sure you don't chop animal, okay? So you're getting your stamina from eating chicken, KFC. There's a literal franchise for killing chickens.
Yeah.
So and who knows, man? I don't know if you watch remember Ed and Eddie, that guy that had chicken as his pet, right? He had chicken as his pet. There are some people who have chicken as their pet, you're eating them. So I mean, I'm just saying. But still, man, for the cats, I feel bad for the cats because I mean, if you say kick me and I get to live in a mansion, you can kick me all day. Like I don't think he cares.
People are allowed a gap talk. Did anybody ask this cat what he or she wanted? Because think about this. You've gone from living in a mansion, eating salmon, to some bum-ass cat shelter, eating some class A Siberian food. The cat is like, bro, what the hell? Like, yeah, kick me, slap me. I'm in a mansion. I'm good. I want to be here. I'm just saying, it's facts.
Can I go on this after Gatlock?
Yeah.
Anyway, so look, I think the fallout is bad, but to be fair, I'm trying to stay off Twitter because I was reading something on Twitter and there was a guy that said it wasn't racism because because racism is just words, and I'm like, wow, people are ignorant like this. Like immediately I saw that, I think I just went off Twitter. I just could not because
no.
I could feel my IQ
was it
dropping.
Paul Watson?
No. It's
I could feel my IQ dropping, man.
No.
Was it the goalkeeper?
No. Yeah, no. See, that's why I have to be on social media because of football and everything. But if I could choose to choose, that's why I don't even go onto my channel. I just read my mentions. But I try and because the social media is good and bad. It's good because it reveals how people truly think, but it's bad because wow, this is how people truly think. But yeah, like what this has shown is that Felix the cat means more to me than your black self. So Timmy the dog and Felix the cat, I care more about them than some black guy I don't know, which is the scary reality. So,
yeah, I think I know what he's talking about. It was like a far right journalist in the UK. His name is Paul Watson, and he says really like controversial stuff. So I'm not surprised that what he said about like racism is worse. It's not.
Like I don't even call it like okay, it's your view. Like I don't even view it as controversial. I'm like okay, your view. Like okay, fine. Like, I don't care. Like your viewpoint. So
I'm not
and
surprised.
It's dumb, man. It's really just dumb. It's not just mean words. It's more than that.
Could you pull up in Bonnie's
Exactly.
Wait, hold. Like anybody that says that kicking a cat is worse than racism, you're mad. But then when it's someone white that says it, who's never really experienced racism, then because if you've not experienced it, then you can't just say, oh, it's just words. But you don't know how it feels because you're not on the receiving end. So it's sort of like someone saying that, like, man, childbirth, it ain't that bad. How do you know when you will never experience childbirth as a man? So a man can never say that, oh, childbirth ain't bad when you'll never. So a white guy can never say, oh, racism is that bad when you never receive racism in the kind of way that black guys do. All you receive is reverse racism. That which is the biggest piece of crap I've ever had. But
the thing is, they don't know it in their head. They never, like a white man in a westernized country, they don't know what it feels like to be racially abused. So they'll just say it, They're just straight off just say it.
100%. Okay, let me. I think Ricardo said he wanted to come. So Ricardo, talk to me.
So over the past few days, I've been thinking about the situation, and I've been like hearing what everybody's perspective is, and I come at it from two different point of views. From one point of view is the social aspect. I think obviously racism is it's worse than this. Let's be honest, this is worse, right? Whether racism is verbal and kicking a cat is physical, I don't think I mean, it's I don't think it makes any difference. Racism has obviously been an issue for so many years, for like hundreds of years, possibly even thousands. But when it comes down to this particular thing, I do see what people are saying about Adidas and perhaps towards their black athletes, because there is a comparison with Luis Suarez. Now, even within that comparison between what Suarez did and to Evra and what Kurt Zouma did here, look, I'm a person, when I see stuff like this, I like to actually judge things for what it is, and I'm not one to instantly play into the cards. Like, for example, if something happens to a woman, the woman card gets taken out. When something happens to a racialized person, the race card comes out. I think one thing I've learned is that even as being a minority, sometimes when you play the race card, it makes it seem like that's the only thing you have, and you don't want to be viewed as that, because you
So
really...
So obviously you saw the Antonio video.
Yeah, I did see it. Now, like,
so I'm not saying. So in your view, was he playing the race card then when he responded that way?
I'll be honest, I didn't watch the full thing because I only read the headline. I would watch the video, but my point is that I think with this social aspect that we are forgetting that, for example, I'm not saying that it was less than because of the time frame, but I'm saying that when Suarez said what he said, I think it's easier to look in hindsight and say that it's somewhat on the same context when it wasn't, because social media wasn't as big in, was it 2012, I believe it happened, compared to 2022. Right now, you can't get away with anything. Cancel culture wasn't
that's a good point. That's a good point.
So cancel culture, I honestly, it wasn't even really a thing back in 2012 because social media was so new, right? So the way I'm viewing it is like, if Suarez said this in 2022, are we just going to assume that he would walk away scot-free? I don't think so.
Oh, no way.
Exactly.
No, I mean, also specifically post to George Floyd. No way.
Yeah, exactly.
No way.
So that's my point, right? Maybe Suarez. I'm not gonna say Adidas is a racist institution, because you can manipulate certain facts and stuff over time and paint an argument the same way that's recently happened to Joe Rogan, for example, right? But with Suarez, it's like he definitely wouldn't got away with what he said had what he said to Evra in 2012 in 2022. Would Kurt Zouma, would his punishment be as harsh in 2012? Personally, I don't think so. It would be bad still, because now Suarez is tagged as a racist, as whatever he's tagged as, right? I don't think anybody denies that or takes that away from who he is. Now, Liverpool's actions were a little dodgy at the time too, because they still backed them, which was weird in my opinion. But I just think people are losing sight of when things happen, because I think that's far more important. Because you can't just say, how come Suarez didn't lose his Adidas sponsorship? Well,
but see, Ricardo, here's my counter to that though. It's about, I think people's talk about this is about people's reactions.
Right.
So if Carlos Suarez did what he did today, there'll definitely be a lot more pressure
for sure
than there was back then. But I don't think that there would be a unified voice amongst white people for him to lose his job, go to prison, face prosecution, and so.
For sure.
I think the difference is that it seems as if white people at large are more unified on animal cruelty than they are amongst racism. And it makes sense, because this is why I try to explain to people, like, this is like, oh my God, this is terrible. Like, think about it in a logical sense. Most white people don't have black friends. Most white people aren't in close proximity to black people. And most white people probably have a pet, either a dog or a cat. So a white person will feel closer affinity to a cat or a dog than a black person that they don't know. The biggest misconception we have in the world is we think that, oh, humanity is all in one. No, that's BS. No, that was always a lie. That, oh, because this person is part of the human race, we're together. No, is utopia.
No, I definitely agree with you in terms of the whiteness, whatever. Although I can't speak on that in specific because I mean I'm not white and I pretty much grew up in a minority area, so I didn't really know much white people, so I can't know how they operate and their views and whatnot. I mean, I only have stereotypes of them and ideas that I've been told of them. But it's like I said, I think like. Should Suarez have lost his, sponsorship and should he have been villainized far more than what he was? Yeah, I definitely do agree. But I think the reason why is because social media wasn't big, and Kurt Zouma, he's kind of getting punished based on the product of the time that it happened. Because I don't think it would be harsher the extent it is now had it happened maybe when Suarez did what he did, right? Now, on my point about Kurt Zouma, so that was the social aspect. My point about Kurt Zouma is that why my thing is like, why are you even doing that? Like, regardless of what your punishment is, why? Well, first of all, kicking a cat, I mean, kicking an animal when you are, I hate to say it, like, he is a physical specimen. Like, athletes are physically superior to the average human, right? Like, you can literally kick the living shit out of this cat in one kick and you can destabilize this cat. Like, how do you not have any remorse for life? Not even just a cat, any remorse at all. My issue is that I don't know who that kid was. Well, I don't know if he has a son. I don't know who that kid is, but why is that kid partaking in your stupidity? Like there's I think the second part of that clip is that kid is holding the cat towards him and he slaps the living shit out of it. And why are you recording it? I'm sorry, but like when you mix all those ingredients into that film, especially doing it in front of a kid, that kid's probably gonna grow up. Well, not grow up anymore because he probably knows the repercussions. But at that time, that kid probably thought that it's okay to do that. And remember, as much as maybe athletes or any celebrity doesn't want to assume responsibility of being famous, it doesn't matter. That's what comes with the job. You are a role model to these people, right? You're supposed to be a model citizen to kids, to adults. And it sounds weird to adults because adults should be their own humans, but you do hold a responsibility. And to I don't know who that person. I think it was his brother that was caught recording because I believe his brother was.
He's been sacked from his job
or
from his club. Yeah,
I think everything that he has, well, maybe except the social aspect of the racial tensions but like losing his sponsorships, being fined what he's been fined. In my opinion, I think it's warranted because it's not just service. It's not just surface level and being like, oh, you kicked the cat. It's like, how do you do that knowing this position you are in front of a child and recording it with the off chance that could be leaked? Like, I don't feel
no, for me. I said, look, I think he knows. Like, again, when I think anybody who sees this video, if you have any sort of a moral compass, it's shocking. Like, it's a shocking video. Like, so it's like it's bad. But my thing though is anybody that's let's say if you see someone kicking a human being, that's a universally bad thing that you'd expect, unless you're a sick psycho. That's a universally bad thing. If you showed that same video in a country who eats cats and dogs, they'd be like, what is like, what's the issue? But there are some countries that eat cats and dogs. Are they barbarians? No. They're in their culture, they just eat cats and dogs. So my thing is that this cat and dog thing, it isn't him kicking the cat is not a universally bad thing. It's just a bad thing to us within the society that we live in because we have pets and we have a certain affinity to cats and dogs.
I mean, he doesn't even kick him that hard. It's not like he punts him to the sky. It's not like he punts him like he would.
Bro, it was a bad kick, man. You know what it was like, HH? You know what it was?
I mean, look, wait. I mean, I want to make sure that everyone can speak first. So let me come to Suleiman and then go, because I want everyone has to have the chance to talk. Suleiman, talk to me about Felix the cat and Zouma.
I mean, I think a lot has been said about this, whether it's on this channel or like other platforms. But I think, listen, Zouma can't blame any. Like, I get the racism. I get it. It's bad, and you can't. I saw like this dude. I'm not sure if he's like a football person, but he said animal cruelty is worse than racism, and that's
Oh,
just
yeah.
stupid, man. That's stupid. But can Zuma really blame it besides himself? Like, he's the one that did this action, and he's the one that's
Oh, yeah, for
obviously in
sure.
the video. So like, why blame something else? So it's should he have been punished just severely? But
I mean, like, I think Zuman, but it's weird that, like, I think this has sort of brought up an interesting thing because, again, everyone agrees that Zuma, what he did is bad and you have to be punished. You have to be punished because what he did is bad and is somehow illegal in this country and so forth. But I think people's issue is the level of response. Oh, no, the response is key, but it's the level of response and how you now compare response to another particular kind of response. And what I keep on trying to remind people is that people in the UK care more about their pets than a black guy that they don't know about. That's just the reality, you know. So yeah, like a cat and dog means more to them than you. So
yeah, I just think that Zuma just shouldn't have done it. Like, it's so easily avoidable. Like, I get the fact that it's been over.
See, look, he made a mistake, but in his mind, he thought it was funny, which is what makes it so bad. Because this is funny. People just find this
How old is
amusing.
Zuma? How old is Zuma, by the way? Like, he's not a kid. He's not dumb.
Oh no, he's in the same. But see, put it this way. Let me tell you this story. So I was in school, and we were probably about in our teens. One of the worst things ever. And this guy, I think it was like a fly, and the fly was maybe like a bit half dead or something. And this guy got this fly and put it in the microwave and turned it on. And this fly was just slowly dying in the microwave. Say, do you know how messed up that is? But this guy found it funny. He found it humorous to see like this living thing, this fly slowly. Do you know how excruciatingly painful it must be for a fly to be put in a microwave? And he was just laughing as he was seeing it slowly burn. I was like, that's the most sick, twisted thing ever. So to me, it's sick and twisted, but to him, it was humorous. So in his mind, he found something that is pretty messed up funny, and he thought others would find it funny. So
wait,
that's
what do you think the appropriate response would have been? Like, it's obviously we're not living in a fair world, but if there was such thing as a fair world, what would Zuma's punishment for kicking that cat? Because I think he did deserve punishment.
Oh no, for me, like I think you take the cats away, and you have to find him something.
Yeah,
you have to find him something because again, you're living in a society where pets are seen as part of your family. So you have to you have to be given a fine. I don't believe in a prison sentence. For me, that's just stupid. But you have to be you have to be fined, and cats are taken away, and that's it. Now,
but you didn't ask the cats though, HH. You didn't ask the cats.
What is it?
You didn't ask the cats though what they think.
You see, now that is a whole different element because my thing is I don't think the cats wanted to leave that freaking.
So why would you take the cats away then?
Well, nobody can translate meow, so that's the thing. But the is that I think the response be punished. But we're not hearing that he should lose his job, he should be sacked, prison sentence. That's when you're just
he won't. Trust me. He's David Moyes isn't about that. Like, this man wants top
Moyes
four.
is
And Zuma,
like Moyes will play him,
Because let's be honest. West Ham's defense, it's like Craig Dawson and who else?
Bro, he's one of their best players.
Yeah, he is.
He's one of their best players, and he's been one of their best performers. Moyes is saying that, like, now if you want to say no, but Moyes is like, no, he's playing. Don't you like that guy's playing? I don't care what anyone says. What's it called? Let me come to your boy. Oh no, what are the?
I think it's like Kurt Zouma, it's Hadouken in the cat. I think that's what people reacting. Hadouken, so that man. So
oh my god! Also, Suda, talk to me about your view on Felix the cats, man.
I mean, he kicks the cat. I mean, I think the slap is worse. The slap is way worse. It's because he actually slaps the cat really hard. The kick is just like you can just nudges him a little bit. Like it's not like a nudge. It's a kick. But it's not like you would kick like how a goalkeeper kicks a football.
It's not with any venom.
Yeah, I know. It's like not like he's trying to kill the damn cat.
Joking kind of way, yeah.
Yeah. So like it's obviously bad. He shouldn't be doing that, at least on camera, even. But in general, it's just not a humane thing to do. Like I wouldn't do that to the cat here. Like that's obviously not a thing to do. Like we have a cat here. I pet her. She's annoying as hell, but I still, I pet her. And when I want her to go away, I carry her and I place her on the ground and I say, F off, and then close the door, right? I don't kick her outside. But it's nothing like you should be going to jail or anything. It's first of all, the cat didn't die, right? The cat's fine. Like
wait, hold on, relax. The cat is fine. The cat is in some bomber Siberian shelter right now.
Oh
so.
no, I mean physically at least. Like it didn't end up with any
physically,
broken bones. Like it's just the thing is it's so blown out of proportion. Like it's all because whoever recorded it. If this happened in the privacy of his home, nothing ever happens as well. Like obviously, I'm not saying that's correct. Like I'm not saying that he should be doing that. Like it's not. I'm not saying hey. But do this and don't record it, right?
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like, it's even stupider that you decide to record it and put it on the internet, right? So obviously you have to be punished because you're being stupid. And it's but I think 250,000 is. I think they put that fine a little bit higher because Moyes was going to play him, and he's like, "Nah, I'm not dropping this guy." They wanted to make it look like they were going to punish him a bit more, but either way, like it's bad.
Wait, is this a club fine or is it FA? Is it a FA fine or is it just a West Ham?
No, club fine.
Club
yeah, it's
fine.
a club fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's that. It's he apologized. I think he feels bad about it. He's not going to do that again, I think. And if he does it again, then we have a problem, right? Then we actually have a problem where this guy is an actual animal
I don't think
abuser,
we can
right?
any cats again. So.
Yeah, either way, like that's also a thing. But yeah, so this will all be forgotten about in a couple of months. I'll say that. I think right now it's just like this, but it's going to be forgotten about.
Someone said HH.
The slightly funny thing is, but yeah. Do you know what the slightly funny thing? Obviously, this situation isn't funny, but you know what's hilarious? What game did West Ham play? Was it after this thing happened? Was it? Which team was it?
I can't remember.
Okay, yeah, because I think Zouma was going for the ball and like he fell, and like the opposition fans, like they were like, "That's how your cat fell," and that was hilarious.
No, look, he's gonna get a lot of cat jokes and so like people are just gonna I mean, and I think that's what Susan said. I think in a few months it's before. I mean, once we now start getting into the Champions League and things like that, like, but it is definitely something that will sort of stick to him. Like people will keep on making cat puns. Like, bro. People are calling him Cat Zouma now. So yeah, like
Did you see that thing? Like the ad, it's not like an ad, but it's like a picture of they replaced Puma with Zouma.
Oh yeah,
and
I saw. No, look, it's all happened. That's why. So Samantha, your view on this whole cats infestation?
People need to calm down. Okay, it's a cat. He shouldn't have done it. It's bad. He should get a fine. He should go to anger management. Coaching, so he doesn't do it again and should take responsibility. But seriously, is it worse than racism? No, it's not. 100%. People in the UK are fucking crazy. The problem is a lot of people. We said a lot of people that doesn't have black friends. As it's true in the because I grew up with a lot of black and brown people because we don't have a lot of private schools here. So we go all to the same school. So it's people don't care if you come from a middle class or poor or a high-end neighborhood. You know what I mean? We go to the same school, so you don't have these judging the prejudice against different people. I think in the UK, if you want to do something, you should ban private schools. I think they're the worst thing to happen.
All right, Rob, your take on Felix the cat?
Yeah,
Rob.
yeah. Well, I think it's bad. I also feel that, I think that they shouldn't fire him, sack him. I think that goes a bit too far. But I do think that the fine they gave him was a bit too low, in my opinion, because they basically gave him 2 weeks of wages as a fine. So I think that's a bit low. But other than that, I think that David Moyes said that it's not his problem, but the board's problem. Like he is not going to do anything with it. He will just play him as if he thinks that's the best choice, and the board will deal with all of the personal things. That's what he basically said.
Moyes has handled this really well. Like he's handled this like a bloody genius.
But here's the thing. That my thing is that now, should we really be praising Moyes, or is Moyes like, bro, I am in a great position for top 4, and Zouma is one of the key ingredients for being top 4. So is it that he's such a great guy, or bro, I ain't gonna drop Zouma for a freaking cat?
Well,
So
Moyes,
in Moyes' mind is that I'm not dropping unless I am forced to. I'm not dropping this guy for kicking the cat when this is one of my best players. Hell no.
well, he's basically saying it's not his problem, but the board's problem.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he
exactly.
Wants,
Yeah,
he
the way
wants
he
nothing
says
to
it
do
is
with
smart.
it.
You know, so that's it. I don't want to give Moyes too much credit because he's like, no, this is one of my best players. We are in a great position to finish top 4. Unless I am forced to, then I am not going to drop one of my best players. No.
But it's also ironic that his sponsor, I think it's Adidas, they dropped him, but they're still sponsoring the Qatar World Cup, which is even worse than this.
See, Rob, I told you, it's called hypocrisy, which is why Adidas,
man,
money,
just a people or a cat?
Look stupid. People have literally died making those stadiums in Qatar.
Yeah, human
Literally
rights
died.
issues with Nike.
But it is, which is why. So Adidas, you're jokers. Barry, talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, can you hear me correctly?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. People take it too much into a bigger proportion. You know, obviously it is bad. You know, physical abuse to animals and even humans is very bad. But yeah, I do agree that the punishment should be just fine him and make sure that he doesn't buy any cats or even animals because we don't know how much he can take it. But yeah, it's a bad look, and the animal isn't dead. Maybe he's in a bad place and everything. They take very bad of him, but he's not dead, you know. And you just find him, make sure he doesn't have any cat, and yeah, that's it. I don't think he has committed another crime outside of the game and everything. So just find him and yeah, make sure he doesn't have any cats. But yeah, it's still a bad look.
Nishu.
Yeah. So what Zuma did was wrong, because I mean you have to consider that it's his own pet, right? So like you can't just go around kicking something that you own. So I mean my punishment ideally for him would be to never be allowed to own a pet again and face a fine. But
yeah,
that should be his punishment. I think the reaction is a bit much from everyone. Like prison sentences. I mean, there are people still playing football that have done worse things than Zuma, and they're still allowed to play.
Do you know what? You know what? My response to prison is okay. Let's say he goes to prison, and then Zuma says that okay, what are you in for? Double homicide. What are you in for? Rape. What are you in for? Like molestation. What are you in for? I kicked a cat.
Yeah, so he's gonna get his ass beat in jail.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's like, excuse me.
We were even talking about like Suarez incident earlier, and it just made me remember like Suarez. This guy, not even just a racist incident. That's a problem. This guy has bitten someone on 3 separate occasions, and he's still allowed to play football, which is crazy to me. So
he's physically abused humans, not just cats.
Yeah, like
three humans.
His teeth marks have literally been in someone's flesh.
So that tells you, like, I mean, the West, especially UK and the US, they're obsessed with their animals, man. Animal cruelty is worse than human cruelty, according to a lot of people. So I love animals, but like some people got to keep their priorities in check. So that's all.
What's it called? Delta, talk to me, man.
Yeah, man, it's what Michu said. I think you should never be allowed to have a pet again. That's the number one thing. You can't just do that to a harmless animal that can't defend itself, especially when it's not harming you. Now, if it's harming you, if it was like scratching him or on his face, it would be a different story. But it wasn't doing anything. He was being dominant over the animal, and it was just, I don't know, kicking the cat around, punching him in the face, punching. It's scary, man, but it's definitely not worse than racism. I wouldn't.
Know Alinity?
Well, what was that?
Do you guys know Alinity?
Alinity?
Streamer.
Yeah, she's a streamer.
No.
Yeah, she threw a cat during her stream.
Oh
and she
yeah,
was so
that was
canceled.
bad.
That was so funny.
Hey man, it's because she's a woman. Let's be honest.
Okay, easy, relax.
Whoa,
She's still on Twitch. She didn't lose her sponsorship.
Okay, hold on, Delta. Let's go, Delta.
Did I lie though?
No, just
Yeah,
relax.
you're right.
So yeah, kicking a cat is definitely not worse than racism. I mean, I can't really speak too much about racism. I am white, but I'm also Jewish. I've experienced anti-Semitism comments before, so I know what's it like. For something that you really can't control, you were just born with it, and to have people abuse you about the past, and people making Nazi jokes and stuff like that. So I get that, and I get how Black people feel too. But yeah, about him, he's a white Christian living in a westernized country, so he can't really speak too much about saying, oh, him kicking a cat isn't worse than racism. It's just words, when it's much more than words. I mean, people are getting kicked out because of their color or because of what happened. So I get the whole idea of him kicking the cat and how people are angry by it, because it is a harmless animal. It's a house cat. So like I said, just never have this man own a cat again. I mean, that was just totally wrong, and it's not funny at all. Kicking a cat that has no way, shape, or form harmed you, and it's
Okay. Wait, Magpies. Obviously, I think you already spoke of this, but do you have any maybe final words before we round off this topic? Any final words for Felix the cat?
That was RDS, by the way.
What?
That was RDS, by the way. That spoke, not me.
What?
Magpies. Do you have any final words here for?
I do not. So I know you're going to cut the stream, so I don't know.
Oh, no. We have one more topic.
It's okay. No, go on, because
we have one more. We have one more topic. We're talking to Mbappe.
No, Mbappe and Messi.
I don't think we
Oh
are.
yeah, we do have that.
Yeah, we do.
I'm not gonna talk about Real Madrid.
Oh, sorry, we're doing Mbappe and Messi. We do. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Okay, so yeah, because that was RDS that gave us opinion. But my opinion on this is fairly straightforward, really. One, frankly, I don't really care that much about a footballer who's already a millionaire and what he's doing X, Y, and Z. Even though the situation is there. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people in the UK that have done similar things. I think the second thing is that there doesn't have to be a false dichotomy. You can obviously be against racism and also be against animal cruelty. We don't necessarily have to be oh, one is worse than the other, something like that. You can view both equally as bad in different ways, So I don't think this house has to be a versus thing. And then I would also make a case that I think to be fair to the RSPCA and stuff like that, these are obviously organizations that it's their job. They have to people saying, oh, how are the RSPCA reacting? Because that's the job. They're the organization for animal cruelty or charity. That's what they're supposed to do. So, and unfortunately, the problem is that when you see a video of something, that just because you see a video of something doesn't mean that that's all there is. Because if so, they're going to take the stance of, well, if he's doing that, from what we can see, what is he doing? What could he potentially be doing to those cats that we haven't seen? That's always it's the same thing with humans as well. Just because someone hasn't, let's not talk the Greenwood thing. You see that what else was he doing that wasn't recorded? You have to investigate those things, So that's more from the legal law point of view. That's just how they have to things. So I don't think that there's anything wrong with that reaction. But obviously, if you go on Twitter, which is a cesspool in of itself, you're going to see a lot of crap and just rubbish and nonsense from people because they've been given a platform to give a voice and opinion, which ultimately is their right because they can voice and say whatever it is they want to say. But it's Twitter and it's a cesspool, So I'd advise people to spend less time on Twitter. I'd advise Kurt Zouma not to have any more pets, and I'd advise people to just get on and carry on with their lives and live. That's basically my 2 cents.
Yeah, that's fair, man. That's a great break. And let me just take the job. I'm going to go for our final to pick it. From Half Hope's Abandoned Cat, Sam.
Oh, you
I
serious,
hate
man?
you for trading me for a bleach cream. I didn't trade you. You ran away. You ran away from my home in Nigeria. So
And
Sam
you
and the
brought your
gang.
homies back.
Sam and the gang says that we are going to testify and send Zouma to jail. Hashtag justice. Oh, well. That's your prerogative, man. Casey, racism is much worse. Like what Hutus did to the Tutsis, Mugabe with Matabele, South Asians in Uganda, Bosnian genocide are recent material effects of racism. Oh, no, 100%. Like, I mean, anybody that
Yeah.
says this is worse than racism, like you're mad. You're a psychopath. And there are many psychopaths in this world, unfortunately. But yeah, like, of course, racism is worse because racism, it's deeper, and mental trauma can be even more damaging than physical trauma. So, Chris, Alonso killed a guy. He's still sponsored.
Factors.
Wow,
Yeah, I don't still get that, but I mean,
because my thing is like, okay, it was not at Chelsea; it was before he joined Chelsea, so it's like a previous case. And when you just look at the cases, like,
Fiorentina.
He was drunk driving as well, which makes it a bit worse. So
yeah, I mean, like I don't know how he got away with that. If you're drink driving and you cause a death, I don't know how you got away with that, bro. But it is what it is. Zuma's faithful cat. Master was doing WWF fights to me. Hashtag I miss my mansion. Oh, Dido's man. You shouldn't have one, you know. Chris, if you think that's bad to China and Africa, laugh out loud. Or maybe he just says, I mean, what Chinese people do to Africans and so forth. Yeah, which is messed up, man. Like, if you're African, don't go to China, man. Just being real. Wingu Bani says, F the cat, his mom, sis, bro, dad, son, auntie, wife. Umbani, you have issues, bro. Umbani, you have issues.
What's wrong with him?
No. He's mad. He's mad. Half Hope's abandoned cat Sam. Meow meow HH. I know your dirty secrets in Nigeria. Oh Lord, I know you don't. And also,
18 symbol there.
You know, but my thing is, Sam isn't around anymore. Like I owned Sam like a long time ago. So Sam is unfortunately is not around anymore. So unless that is Sam's soul and spirit, Sam isn't around anymore. And so let's talk about this, man.
Can I speak on it first, please?
Yeah. We'll bring him in. So here's the thing.
You know, sorry, I forgot. You know, when you said Felix the cat, the first thing that came to my mind was actually the guy in Atletico.
Oh,
he's in prison.
People calling him Felix the cat, because when I just think of Felix, I think of Felix the cat, you know, I don't even think I even watched the cat. So guys, let's talk about this. So now here's the thing here. Obviously, CL Sunday pops off on Sunday, and we'll get into this. So this is really about PSG Real Madrid. This is specifically about PSG and Mbappe and Messi. Because here's the thing. Because that's why I want to come to your boy.
Wait, where's Neymar?
Delta with it. He's injured. Neymar's injured. So
like always.
I'm not saying that there's beef between them, but I'm not sure whether it is so harmonious between both of them. So probably that's but I'm not sure that it is so harmonious between both of them. And because you look at that goal, the winning goal against Rennes, Messi wanted that ball back. And when Mbappe scored, Messi was like, okay, but he wasn't totally overjoyed. And it was a frustrating game for Messi. And whenever I go onto Twitter, the narrative is, no, Messi is playing well. It's Mbappe that is missing all of these chances. That Messi would have 3 billion assists if Mbappe didn't miss all the chances. But I said, wait a minute, isn't Mbappe carrying this team? Because I think Mbappe might be PSG's top scorer. I think Mbappe is the guy who, whether it's goals and assists, this guy has literally been PSG's most, obviously apart from Marquinhos and Verratti, has been at least their best attacking player. But I am not sure whether Mbappe and Messi are on the same level, because this is what I said. Messi, Cannibal Suarez, and Neymar, they were all friends. And one of Messi's best friends is Cannibal Suarez. That's one of his closest friends. Messi and Mbappe, these guys are not friends. They are colleagues. You don't have to be friends to be effective on a football pitch, but it helps. I think that if you generally are friends, your partnership and your chemistry is far deeper rather than being colleagues. I think that Mbappe already has one mind on Real Madrid, whereas those three, Neymar, the Cannibal, and Messi, were like, no, we expect to be in Barca for life. So they're not even thinking about anything else. So let me come to a guy who is a pitch, but so Delta, you look at these two dudes. Do you think that there's maybe a disconnect between both of them and they're just riding off of their talents, or do you think that maybe reading into too much of there not really being a full chemistry and understanding between Mbappe and Messi?
Yeah, so I think the recruitment of Messi had caused a little relationship battle with Neymar because Neymar likes Messi more than Mbappe. So and Mbappe has this ego about him. He always wants to be the main man. He wanted to be the main man in France, and he wants to be the main man in every team he wants to go to. So that's why there was a story about Mbappe wanting to leave to Real Madrid, because they guaranteed him that he's going to be the main star. They're going to guarantee him a contract that he is going to be the face of the team. He's going to be the replica of Cristiano. So that's why I see the relationship between Messi and how he didn't celebrate at the end. You saw when Mbappe scored, Mbappe obviously went on to celebrate. Messi was just, well, at least we got the goal. So Messi wanted that cutback because Messi also has that kind of ego that this is going to be my team. I am Messi. People call me the GOAT. I had to have this, mentality about me that I always want to score in every game. So he's frustrated. When Mbappe didn't cut that back, he was holding his hands up. Cut it back, cut it back. And Mbappe went on to score because Mbappe, like Messi, does have an ego too. And he always wants to score. So yeah, there is an ego battle, absolutely, and it's just gonna get worse with Neymar too. I mean, Neymar has also a bit of an ego, so we'll see.
I mean, if you were Poch, how do you handle that? Do you just sort of say, look, Messi is the legacy guy, he's done all these things, so Messi should always be the guy that is leading and dictating things? Or are you like, well, Messi, Mbappe is our highest goal scorer, and he's the guy that has pretty much been carrying this team, so you have to play to his strengths? Because my thing is, because that's why I just thought it would just be weird of how Messi really wanted the cutback. Whereas, okay, you didn't get the cutback, but you won the game. It was a goal. It was the winning goal. It was a goal in injury time. So if you're Poch, how do you handle this? Or are you like, you can't really handle it? It is what it is.
Well, we've seen with Tuchel saying that Mbappe and Neymar was too much for him to handle. Now, just addition to Messi, that's just going to bring the icing in the cake. It is just too much for a coach, honestly. Yeah, the cherry on the cake. It's I don't know how Poch is going to do it. We got the next game is Real Madrid. It's going to be played at the Parc des Princes, and it's going to be a great game. I don't know if Neymar will start or he'll come off the bench. We're not sure.
We're going to talk more about that on Sunday. But this just, I mean, so you just think that the issue here is an ego thing? Mbappe is, I don't want to acquiesce to you, Messi. And Messi's like, well, I'm Messi. So it's an ego, because again, MSN, there was no ego in MSN. I think everyone's like, we're all on the same page. But I think in Mbappe, because again, Mbappe isn't friends with Messi. He doesn't dislike him, but I don't think they're as close as Messi was to the Cannibal or Neymar. So, and Mbappe's like, well, I am Mbappe, the guy who's front cover of FIFA 22 and seen as the next generation and the future star. So, and I did beat you in a World Cup game that we played. So,
yeah, Mbappe will do whatever it takes to him put the picture of himself, So there is this ego battle. I don't know what's going on inside the dressing room. I think Messi inside. I mean, when it comes to in the pitch performance, Messi seems like a bit quiet, but I think in the inside, like in the dressing room, I think he's more talkative in a way that, no, you're going to pass me this ball when I'm open. He just doesn't show it on the pitch. But when it comes to the dressing room, I'm sure he'll tell Mbappe, Neymar, Verratti that if I'm open, I expect you to pass me the ball, because it's been happening in Barcelona. See, if that was Jordi Alba, instead of Mbappe, he would have cut that back. So I'm guessing Messi is
sure.
so used to it that he always gets every chance right back to him. And Mbappe was like, nah, I mean, I want to score the goal, and I want to improve this team. This is my team. So there is this ego.
And I think before I come to Ricardo, I think you hit a key nail here, because even just watching this team, because when you look at Barcelona and Argentina, there is everybody on that team is, where is Messi? And there's always that, if Messi gives me the goal, I'm going to go that give and go. But Mbappe is like, look how many goals I have. Look how many goals I have in the Champions League. If I have the ability to score, of course I'm not going to pass the ball back. I'm going to, and he ended up scoring. So I think for Messi, I think that's why Messi, you have to now adapt to where you're playing with another alpha. Like Mbappe is another alpha.
Don't they have the same
So
goals
he's
in the
like-
Champions League though? This
Was it?
season, they have the same.
I think-
Don't they have
I
the
think
same amount of
Messi-
Champions League goal?
I think
No,
Messi
but I
has
think
five.
it. No,
Mbappe
but
has 4.
I think it's more of a case where, like, if you see the action, yeah, and Mbappe had a lot of space to do something about that action, but even as we saw in Barcelona, Jordi Alba, if he's in that situation, he's gonna cut back to Messi. But Mbappe is like, I could pass the ball to you, but if I have a chance to score, I'm gonna seize that occasion instead of passing you the ball. That's, I think, my perspective on the situation. But yeah.
And see, here's my thing though, and that was a difficult chance for Mbappe. Like, it would actually, if Mbappe had missed, then people would have said, oh no, the easiest thing to do is give the ball back to Messi, who now has the whole frame of the goal to aim. But Mbappe had to really squeeze and bend that ball into the bottom right. But you could see for Mbappe, he's like, and which is why you almost have to respect that from him, because Mbappe, he's so much younger than a guy that people view as one of the greatest players of all time. But for Mbappe, it's like, I understand what Messi is, but I believe in myself as well. And which is why I said, well, I scored. So in the end of the day, it was the right thing to do, because if I'd passed to you, how do I know that you would have scored if I passed the ball back to you? We don't know, but I scored.
Yeah, Chich.
Ricardo, talk to me. Ricardo.
So I don't know. I think we're looking at this way too deep. I think Messi and Mbappe, they know their player profile. I think their player profile definitely. I said it from the very start, when this thing, partnership, whatever, Messi and Mbappe was going to be a better partnership because given their player profile. And it's no coincidence. I mean, if you want to talk about particularly this play, as soon as Icardi gave Messi the ball, shit pass, by the way, Messi beats the defender and passes. Look, he's determined to get the ball to Mbappe, because he had Hakimi on his right, who had enough space for take it and perhaps cross it in, or maybe he could have played a through ball to Icardi. But Messi had no intention to even thinking about those two guys. I think it's just did Messi expect that ball to be cut? Yeah, I think so. I think there was a level of frustration, maybe because he didn't get a lot of opportunities that game to shoot at the keeper, at least from a reasonable point. It's definitely an opportunity he would have got if he had played in Barcelona. And as for Mbappe, I don't think Mbappe really, like, he went into that shot particularly like, oh, I see Messi, I could pass it up or I could take it myself. I just think based on that game, Mbappe was taking a lot of chances. Every opportunity he had to shoot the ball, left foot, right foot, didn't matter, he was going to take it. And I felt that maybe when Messi gave him the ball and gave him that one-on-one opportunity with that defender, he's like, whatever, man, he gave it to me. I think he's expecting me to score. So he shot it. Got a little fortunate that even though the goalie touched, partially saved it and it still went in. I mean, you live and die with what the decisions you make, because if Mbappe shoots that he doesn't score, the goalie saves it, then perhaps Mbappe is getting the end of the stick and being like, why didn't you pass back to Messi? That is signature Messi goal. And I think good for Mbappe for scoring, because he definitely needs the goal, because I think against Real Madrid, Messi's still going to be that facilitator role for him. So it's better for Mbappe to score that situation, especially how many chances he had that particular game. But honestly, if Mbappe doesn't score, passes it or scores, I think Messi would have scored anyways, because that's literally the same goal this guy is known for scoring with Jordi Alba or any person that plays off the left wing. So, I mean, it's really a dumb thing. But either way, I thought for what it was, the game between them, they play good together, in my opinion. I think they had a chance.
So you think that they have good chemistry?
Personally, yeah. I mean, you look at the players they are, and even throughout that game, like Messi finds Mbappe a lot of the time. Like that should have been the second goal and the second assist for Messi and Mbappe in that particular game. Unfortunately,
It was offside,
Mbappe
I
was
think, the
off,
first one.
was
But
was
Yeah.
offside, and it was a better quality pass. But Messi still find Mbappe. I don't like. I agree that if you're maybe friends with this particular person, maybe it does help. But I think what's more important is the type of players they are. Because at Barcelona, this guy didn't have any wingers that was like overlapping and trying to find a goal. But Mbappe is that guy. So I mean, we can sit here and say Mbappe is carrying PSG. I personally don't agree with it. He may be getting the goals and whatnot, but I think the role of Verratti and Messi is being completely overlooked because even Verratti, that guy, every single opportunity he gets the ball, he's looking for Messi. Every single opportunity. And I can actually like praise him for that because I know you don't want to be dependent on Messi, but that's the guy you want on the ball when you're going to create something. And I think Mbappe said the game before in an interview about how Messi needs to play deeper, needs to get the ball more. And then some people were saying that, I think he ended the quote saying, he's like, but I'm not the coach or something like that. So Mbappe knows that Messi needs to get on the ball more because that's where he feels more comfortable and that's where the chances are going to come through. I'm pretty sure Mbappe knows his role. He knows what's best for Messi on that team. And I think we could all agree that Messi, yeah, you can't keep that guy out wide because he's not going to be as effective. He's more effective when he comes in centrally, controls the attack of the team. And Mbappe is going to be the beneficiary of that.
Wait, Ricardo, did you notice that Messi sometimes like drifts on the left more often than he should?
Yeah. I think it happened in that one of the corner kicks. He was just out wide for like just standing there. I'm like, Pochettino has no idea what the hell he's doing.
But you know, the key thing, I think it's funny because like it's always Champions. You know how we talked about how which is tougher to win Champions League or the league. It's sort of difficult to sort of know. I think Messi is just struggling with the particular kinds of players and defenders in Liga, as opposed to I think Messi is actually going to fare better in the Champions League and in these Real Madrid games that he does in Liga.
Yeah.
Now, and I just think because in Liga, unlike La Liga or Champions League, the defenders are a lot more physical and a lot more tough.
The league is a lot more the league is a lot more physical, period.
No.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So when you look at Messi, you can see that a lot of times when he would be able to evade and get past guys, he can't because guys get onto him and really just bully him out of the possession. So that's why it's interesting that there's a level of adaptation that he now has to make. But the defending in the Champions League is a lot different. Right. It's a different kind of a difficulty that I just think that Messi can adapt much better to than as opposed to France. Mark Price talks to me. Messi and Mbappe.
Oh, okay.
Well, what specifically like?
So I mean, do you think this partnership works? Do you think that they're on the same wavelength, or do you think that? Do you see this as a fruitful union, or do you think that Messi's like, man, why was this guy taking all these goals and so forth?
Okay, so, see, why I don't understand is like what when we talk about partnership, like what is the partnership like in terms of the system? Like, is someone the striker or the more number nine?
The idea is like, Messi is the creator, Mbappe is the finisher. But do you feel that Messi has adapts well to PSG's game and specifically Mbappe's game, where at Barcelona he's always going to get the ball and he's always going to be the instigator and guys always look to get to him. But Mbappe is a goal scorer and a finisher and he's a superstar. Mm-hmm. So he's not always going to get the ball, pass the ball back to Messi. So do you see that union working where you pretty much have two alphas? Because Neymar is pretty much Messi's, so.
All right, so Neymar's for. I mean, how many? So obviously, I think we talked about how many goals Messi has in Liga this season. How many assists does Messi have in Liga this season?
He has 7 right now.
7 assists.
He has 7. Yeah, he's like the third.
He has the highest assist to game ratio in the whole league.
Shout out to Lionel Messi then. So then that's his role then, isn't it?
Wait, hold on. Wait, Mark, did you just say Milner?
No, Lionel Messi, man. That's what I said, not Milner. Although Milner's apparently going to sign a contract with Liverpool. But yeah, no.
What you're trying to tell me is that Messi is leading Mbappe. Messi is Mbappe's.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Clarifying what the role is, because if for Messi and his team is to assist, if Mbappe is the goal scorer, and the role that Messi's brought in his team was to assist or to create for Mbappe, then
then
So
he's
Messi's
doing his
robbing.
job. I mean, I didn't say Messi was
What?
robbing. I
What?
didn't say that he was robbing. I'm just saying that like
Not close.
that's
Not
that,
even close.
that seems to be what, if that's the situation they want to create at PSG. I mean, the only thing I would say is that, like, personally, I think that PSG play better with a proper number 9. So someone like, if they have that, like when Icardi's, I know Icardi's a brick, but you know, Icardi, you know, does score goals, he does do his thing, and so it would be interesting to see them play, either drop Mbappe and play Messi and Neymar, or drop Messi and play Mbappe and Neymar with an actual number 9.
Neymar hasn't been fit this season though. Neymar's been injured all season. So
Yeah, and to drop Messi at this point for Neymar would be just suicide, because you don't know what Neymar you're getting.
No, I know, but my point is more so in the system with actually having an actual number 9. That's what I'm saying. Because in the system that I've seen, my always complaint with this, with Messi in the season, is that Messi and Mbappe on that front three. Yes, okay, they create. Yes, okay, they've skill. Yes, they can do things. But no one is really the outright striker. No one's the number 9. So I just feel that limits them. So when I'm saying like, what are the clear? Essentially, what I'm saying is that, like, I still don't know who's doing what are the clear defined roles. Like when you had MSN at Barcelona, you could clearly see who did what and what was defined, and it worked. With PSG, I'm like, I don't really know what they're doing. Like, is Messi supposed to be creating for Mbappe, Neymar? Or is he the go-to guy? Is Mbappe sort of and I don't know whether they know either. You know what I mean? You know, so
can I give my 2 cents on this real quick? Or after?
Can I go after Suleiman?
Yeah. So I just run off. So yeah, at the end of the day, ultimately what I'm saying is that, like, I think this whole situation will actually be a lot clearer when Mbappe, I think, leaves PSG in the summer. Because I think when he leaves, all of this kind of Mbappe versus the ongoing saga, because quite frankly, he's not committed himself to the club anyway. He's gonna leave. So really, he has no incentive to care about what happens to PSG this season anyway. So as soon as he goes, Messi and Neymar can, you know, be bros, chill, etc. They can maybe bring Suarez from Atletico Madrid. Rejoin the gang. MSN.
They can invite him to his sister's
You know what I mean?
Get the band back together.
We're gonna get like a washed up MSN in 2020.
It's possible.
You have any idea scary that
Let's go.
Hold on.
Nobody wants to see that.
No, because my thing is this, is that, which is why I think that, do PSG really want to let Mbappe go? Because when he lets Mbappe go, Neymar has already said that his focus is on the World Cup. I think he's given up on club football. And that guy I saw in that Netflix doc, I don't think that guy is interested in football anymore. If you're not going to bring in Cannibal Suarez, bro, Cannibal Suarez is done. He's finished.
So no, we're not bringing Suarez, but I do believe that we will let him go. But the thing is, Nassar wants a price tag. He doesn't want him going for free, because you know, last summer it was just, you know, too late. Like, we couldn't find a replacement for Mbappe. We tried to negotiate with Dortmund for Haaland, but they absolutely closed the doors, not for any price. So I think he wants to, like, Mbappe can leave, but Nassar wants to give him a contract and you know, see him out in a big money. He doesn't want to lose any money on him, so that's why he's like, you know, skeptical right now.
Personally, I think
Suleiman.
So I think I don't want to be Juju man here. I don't want to blame it all on Pochettino, but look at PSG play. I just see 11 players on the field just trying to play football. I don't see anything tactical. I don't see anything tactical behind their game. I think Verratti is the only midfielder with quality in there. Like, Paredes is decent. Idrissa Gueye of Senegal, he's decent. But besides Verratti in that midfield, I don't think there's anybody else who has the quality to pick out a pass. And don't get me wrong, Messi is a creator, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's a midfielder. He doesn't have the physicality to drop in and then make those tackles and then, like, the stamina to do it. I think Mbappe and Messi is a better fit than Messi and Neymar, because with Mbappe, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get a fast player who can beat a player and then score. And Messi, you know what you're going to get with Messi is a player who is, yes, he is struggling in Ligue 1, but he's still scoring in the Champions League and he's still making those decisive passes. So the only problem is, what is this team's structure in midfield, and who's going to be that third player alongside Messi and Mbappe? Is it going to be Neymar when he's come back from injury? Is he going to be up to speed by then? Is it going to be Di Maria? We just don't know. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on this.
Let me just hit this Dub, but then I'll come to who else has not spoken. So your boy Casey, thank the Dub, man. Mbappe has been missing sitters from Messi all season. It's a fact. Regardless, they're linking up very well. Messi almost played as a DM against Rent. But see, this is what I don't always get. Like, whenever I look at this PSG stuff, and whenever I say, oh, it has Messi scored it because I was promised 60 goals in this trash ass Uber Eats, people say, oh, Messi would have 300 assists because Mbappe is trash and always misses sitters. But okay, that's weird though. But isn't Mbappe the highest scorer at PSG? So Messi's been missing sitters, but he's also been scoring a lot of winning goals. So I just find it that people always look for other excuses rather than the simple facts of Messi just finding it's difficult to like. Maybe it's as simple as Messi in his older age is just finding it's difficult to adapt to Uber Eats.
Are people making some excuses for Messi though? Because it's like you said, there was a lot of, let's be real, going to PSG. There were a lot of people that Messi is going to. You've got Verratti, you've got Neymar, you've got Mbappe, you've got like basically one of the most expensive squads. There's no reason why Messi shouldn't bought and lubricate the league because League One is a trash league. There's just farmers, etc. And now suddenly people have changed their tune and now, oh, it's physical. Oh, it's difficult. Or well, why wouldn't those same people saying that stuff before Messi joined the league in the first place?
I think most people really don't watch Liga. I'll be honest, I didn't really watch Liga. I only watched here and there. And honestly, watching the league, I really like this league is a lot physical than I really expected. Like some of the stuff I think, I'm like, this isn't even football. And I mean, I do agree with you're saying.
But Ricardo, do you know why that's weird? Is that it's funny how people are just saying that now, but before Messi joined, the narrative was this is a bum-ass league.
Can I?
Yeah, no, for sure. Because nobody watches Ligue 1. Let's be honest. How many people really week in, week out watch Ligue 1 outside of PSG? I guarantee you, nobody does.
Okay, I'm confused. Okay, Vilton, talk to me. Vilton, I'm confused, but Vilton, talk to me.
Yeah, it is, bro. These Messi motherfuckers, bro. These bums keep on making excuses for Asi, bro. Bro, I'm tired of the excuses, bro. Bro, Mbappe is carrying the team, bitches, bro. You know he has the most goals and assists on the team in League 1, bro. That Asi, that bum Messi, bro. This bum only has 2 goals in the League 1, bro. I don't want to hear this, bro. This guy keep on saying Messi creative, bro. He said in the post, congratulations, because he completed full dribble. He had a disaster class in that game. And that goal Mbappe scored, bro, that technique, it's just the word you love saying, that technique. That's next level, bro. And that fact he did that corner flag celebration, bro. That actually, bro. I can't wait to I honestly cannot wait to the PSG game, bro. That game, bro, Mbappe, bro. If he destroy us, bro, I'll be fine with it because we getting them this summer. But I see, bro, I can't wait to Casemiro punking that bum. He's finished. I don't know why you guys keep saying Messi this, bro. I see he's done. He's garbage. He's 35. He's declined. There's nothing we'll say. He's trash.
Vilton, relax. Vilton. Do you know what's so funny?
Take your pills, man. Take your fucking pills.
If Messi drops a 3-piece on Tuesday, you know how this is going to be used as.
Bro, I don't care what he does. I don't care. He's still finished. He's finished at the highest level. The fact that you only have 2 league goals in there when Neymar was doing it in 17, 18, all the Messi assy fame with it's a fun Messi, but now it's too physical. And I don't want to hear that crap.
It's always been a physical league,
because he stopped patting the group.
Isn't Messi South American though?
I cannot wait. I honestly cannot wait to that because I know Casemiro is gonna pocket this bum. If Mbappe, like I said,
right, like he pocketed him in the Copa final, right?
Bro, Asi's finished. What did he do in the Copa America final? He missed
where was
He's trash. I'm tired of this. Mbappe.
Wait, hold on. How many goals did Vinicius have in the last 7 games?
Friday night, he was garbage.
God damn.
Wait.
Can I speak about it? Can you quickly show RD Magpies my DP? Just widen it.
This is for my football manager, basically. When he said this, I was laughing because this is exactly what actually happened to my football manager. This PSG,
no way. Really? Wait, why? What year did it happen? Like, what year?
2023, bro. That's it.
That is messed up.
Dude, if he ever signs Suarez, I swear to God, that guy is one of the worst strikers, man.
Bring it back. MSN PSG star, man. That is
Nah, bro. Nah. We don't want to see. Nobody want to see that.
Get it done. Get it done.
Barry, what's the Barry?
Yeah. I'm convinced a lot of people didn't watch the game actually, but I want to go back to your video yesterday because you made some good points, but I disagree with some things that you said. But like Mbappe, we all agree here that he's been carrying this team since the beginning of the season. He's the main man. Obviously, guys like Ganagay, who I think was he is one of the best players in the club since the beginning of the season. Verratti and Marquinhos. But Mbappe, I think PSG Delta can agree with me on that one, is that lately he has been missing a lot of chances, and some of the goals that he scored, it really masked his performances. Because okay, if Mbappe can score one goal, he'll miss at least 5 in the same game. If he scores 2, maybe even 7, 8, even 9, if you want to say so. So I agree that this man, he's incredible. He's been carrying this team. Neymar, we don't know what he's doing nowadays, and Messi, he's been trying to get his rhythm back. You know, he's been underperforming in the beginning, but slowly but surely, it's not enough yet, but he's been slowly getting to his rhythm. But yeah, I don't like what I see on social media because yeah, Mbappe is scoring his goals, he's been doing his thing, but I don't like when somebody is scoring goals, but his performances isn't also highlighted because it really masks really what the player's doing on the pitch and everything. So I agree, Mbappe's been carrying, but a lot of things that I saw from him yesterday and even these past weeks, I don't like it because he's missing a lot. But kudos to him.
Casey says PSG are butchering Real. Dom Vinny, we know, is back. That's harsh.
Oh no. That is cap, bro.
No. That's harsh, man. That's harsh.
Wait,
Guys, talk to me. Mbappe and Messi, man. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, I don't really know. Put your hands up.
No.
All right.
Because
yeah.
guys still need to talk.
All right.
PTSD,
the thing is, see, I don't really watch Liga. I won't lie to you. So, basically, I don't really like. I don't know how physical the league is, and I don't know.
Oh, get luck, man.
Bro, FRC, bro. RC's back.
Bye.